All right, I think we're back. I was just playing the intro. I do have sound on my end coming out of me, so
I'm with your mom. No picture. You have no picture right now.
I
Now
have
it
no
is. Now
picture.
you're up. Now you're up.
I was gonna say everything. I had Facebook pulled up so I could hear the audio coming through. The only picture was just my profile picture, but I had Facebook pulled up so I could see if I could hear, and I was getting
Right.
audio. So now we just got to wait for Mike, who apparently. But anyways, welcome back to the show, guys. Let me go ahead and go because I'm gonna scrap all that. So we go ahead and spew this nonsense out again. Welcome back to the show. I'm Glick, hanging out with Jeff, Tony, and Mike will be here momentarily, I believe. Maybe, hopefully. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. It's going to be one of those nights.
Joe says you forgot to pay the bill.
I didn't forget to pay any bill. I paid all them bills. Well, one thing I do. That's why I'm always broke.
You
I
and me
pay my
both.
damn bills. Unlike some people that riding around flashing and got their flex on with all their fancy shit, but then they ain't got no electric, they ain't got no heat, they ain't got no water. They got their 14th eviction notice.
They got nothing in their names. Fuck them.
That's
But
like
anyways,
driving-
welcome back.
driving a
Welcome
brand new
to
truck,
Nonsense.
Only have $2 worth of gas in it.
Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense. As I said, I'm Glick. We got Jeff. We got Tony. The big dog,
Mike
he's
will be
somewhere. He's lost in the multiverse at the moment.
Let me
If
see.
you guys aren't already, go ahead and give us a follow on social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, feel free to join us right here on Haps every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night. We go live. Download the app; it's free, and give Nonsensical Nonsense a follow. And most importantly, where you can get every single episode of the podcast, you can listen to them however you want, from the first one up to the latest one, and they are up to date and current. I got them all posted today. Or you can start at the latest one and work your way down, whatever you want to do. You can do that on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. Just follow Nonsensical Nonsense and give us a listen, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share.
Mike says he doesn't see the invite.
And then if you would like to email us, tell us how much we suck, tell us how great I am, join the chatters box, get your own starting
Nobody's
five
gonna
list.
tell you
And
how great they are. Stop
join-
fishing for compliments. It's nonsensical
join
nonsense
in.
podcast at gmail.com. Send us an email. Tell us Chris sucks.
The
I just want to see 50
the-
emails that just when I open it, it says Chris sucks. Chris sucks. That's all it is. That's
Yeah,
all it
and
is.
you know what? You
50
know what?
of them.
Every one of those emails, I only have one thing to say about those.
False and fake. Fake news.
Huh.
You are fake news.
Mark sent all 50 of them. Fuck you, Mark. I just sent another one.
If you take the headphones, at least take the tablet with it. If you take the tablet,
I
take the
love
headphones.
listening to Tony's kid. It's so funny.
You shut the fuck up.
Oh, he's so cute. He's
Say
so
hi.
cute. It's
Say
so
hi.
awesome. What's up, little man?
What's up, Bubba?
He's giving me instructions on what to do while he's watching TV.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we restarted.
I get
We
that,
restarted,
too.
and everything seems to be good now. Everybody can hear me, which is the most important thing. You have to make sure that you can hear me. I am so great. I am so amazing. The other guys, Jeff and Mike, they're slightly below mediocre.
In the
Tony's
words
all right.
applies, I'm fucking awesome, all right?
Tony, he's
Come on,
pretty all
son.
right. The jury's still out on Tony.
I know.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Easy, Emmanuel. Come on, son. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck you.
No, all three of these guys are badass. I couldn't do the show without them. So I am very grateful. As much as I joke around and I bust their balls, I'm very grateful for each and every one of them, because the show started out with Jeff and I, and it has grown. And we continuously come in here every week, 3 times a week now, and we have fun. And, there's no drama, no bullshit.
Why you go to the bathroom? Yes,
Hopefully
no
Mike
drama,
took
no
that.
bullshit. Grown folks conversations. Grown folks
Grown
social
ass
media.
folks.
Van show. Fuck the bullshit.
I wouldn't say grown.
This is grown.
Grown-ish, folks.
Grown-ish.
As
We're like
the
teenager
title,
status.
as the title of the show says, leave your feelings at the door when you come in here.
Is everybody
'Cause-
seeing the audio and the video well is what I will request.
Yeah, I think we're all good now. Grown-ish, yeah, right, Betty?
I see we do have video back. Does that mean we'll actually see the videos for the?
The present on
Well,
screen.
I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with that tonight after the technical difficulties because I seen we got
Yeah,
it
I
back
think we'll
and
save that for Wednesday.
I was like, hell yeah. So I don't know if that had something to do with everything. So we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. Amen to
Mike,
that.
were you able
Well,
to
we can
take
try
that
it on
time
Wednesday.
during the restart and have your intro and have your words of wisdom?
He pulled
We
it
have a
out of
mute
his
guy.
ass at the last
We have
minute.
apparently we one of our co-hosts, we decided to get the mute guy, a guy that doesn't talk, or a mime. He's gonna
Putting
mime.
tobacco in his pipe. I know exactly what he's doing. He's
Let's
putting
we
tobacco
have
in his pipe.
Marcel Marceau over here.
Yes, I was able to get everything set up. Are we? I do unfortunately have to reshoot it and remake it, which will be fine because I'll make sure that this one is up to click standards, and he will have the video pull the sound next time. All right, that
all,
will
Oh,
be
I-
okay,
something.
all
your
I
first
ask,
intro.
and like I
Are
told
you
you with the
ready?
last one, all I
Yeah.
ask is
4
send me a
minutes
copy of the sound bite. That way I can have it in case something happens on your end,
Exactly,
and then it can
exactly,
still. I'll
exactly.
make my
So
own.
I will
I'll make
have to
my
make.
own.
I'll have to make a new
It's
one,
fucking Mike, and everybody
but
wants to hear what he has to say. Apparently, so here's
but
his
if we
fucking
are
words of
ready,
wisdom.
if we are ready,
Yes.
I will begin.
You're the reason there's warning labels on things.
Oh my God.
Extra all the time.
This motherfucker.
This is Big Dog's Words of Wisdom.
Holy shit.
If Mark said, "Wow, wow, wow," oh, this motherfucker. For those who can't see, Mike has now put on a fedora and smoking a pipe, and Chris has got up and walked away laughing his ass off. I do have to give you big props for the props because that is hilarious, but you are not Marlon Brando, sir.
Well, all right, Mike's already done. Here's the signal.
My words of wisdom are this.
Jesus.
Oh God.
Oh, Lord, give me
When in a
strength.
situation in your life, you only have two options. You can fight or run away. Me, I'm going to the mattresses. Take the gun, leave the cannoli. I'm out.
Wow. Wow.
Fuck
There
your
are no
feelings.
words.
That was good shit.
There
That
are
was
no
good shit.
words.
That was good shit.
I didn't want this for you, Michael. I didn't want this for you.
You've been better trying to entertain Darth Vader, just saying. Wow. So
No, Mama
it's
Click, I
true,
am not
Michael
the
has definitely gotten his
Godfather.
stickers.
I am not the
Samsung Notes.
Godfather because I never want them to see me
You're
come.
not,
I'm a
you're not
spy.
even the stepfather.
Not yet, but I will.
You're
I
not
will
even the
attend
crazy
those
uncle down the
after those
road.
meetings. I can be a good stepfather.
Samsung notes. Remember the notes last week made about Michael. Please put those notes in bold print. And let me reiterate, I really need to reconsider my life decisions and friend choices,
What are you talking about?
especially when it comes to Mike.
You're
That
making
was
us
good. That
all
was good
question
shit.
That was
everything.
good shit. That was good shit. I'm not gonna lie to
It
you.
was
That was good
decent. I'll give
shit. Glick,
you
you're frozen.
decent.
Glick, you're frozen,
For
bro. You're
last
pixelating and you're
last
frozen a
minute.
little bit. You're
Yeah,
pixelating and
you
you're
are
frozen a little
pixelated.
bit.
I'm gonna be.
And
I'm about to
honestly,
fucking.
I appreciate me being new. I will say I want to appreciate everybody who keep us informed of how everything's looking in the chat. Instead of having the broadcast go bullshit, nobody say nothing, which means ain't nobody paying
Yeah,
attention. So I
you
thank
froze,
y'all for
Chris.
that.
Yeah, I appreciate that as well.
We 38 in this, man. 38 minutes in. Let go.
I'm about to lose my fucking shit. I'm not even joking.
Do not get mad. See, this is what we're going to do. Every mishap on the broadcast, you can edit. We go through the facts while everything's clear, and then you can chop up your show as possible. That's why it's so easy to me. Let rock. Edit. We go through the facts.
I think that was an
My bad.
invitation for Tony.
And I will
to-
also tell you,
yeah,
Mark,
that's better.
Mark, honestly, it's not just his internet. I'm hearing it in a lot of cities around the country.
Yeah.
Internet's a
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
up
I've had
everywhere.
internet issues all past week.
Betty
down
said
here.
that she'll tell us when the show stops.
Yes, thank you.
So
Everything's been good. Like I said, everything's been good up until this fucking point as far as my internet goes. And now it wants to just go straight to shit.
should I leave the fedora on?
No.
I feel like it's a good look for me.
No.
You know what? I'm not even mad at you. Get the pipe. You have to do this shit with the pipe. I promise you. You look at that motherfucker that was on the Mummy. Tell him, no, don't read the book.
I was actually going
must
to
agree with the
call you a Wish version of Gandalf, but okay.
Can you guys still hear me? That is the big question.
Yeah,
You're
we
good.
can hear you.
Hey, and you
Everybody's
know
good.
Not
what?
you
though?
three, because you guys could hear me
Oh.
before and nobody else could.
Right.
Gandalf's a badass
Is that really a
motherfucker, so
bad
I'll
thing?
take that. I mean, I would rather be the Wish version of Gandalf than the Wish version of Glick. Who the fuck is Glick? We don't fucking know.
Nobody-
Remember that next time you're home alone and you want to spend 3 hours on the goddamn phone with somebody.
I didn't realize
me
it
and
was
this
3
motherfucker-
hours. We literally spoke on the phone for 3 hours last night.
That's good
Yeah.
shit.
Just 'cause
Last
we were
night.
bored.
Yeah, we were just bullshitting, talking to each other, just kind of shooting the shit. We weren't even talking about anything. Jody calls me last night when she gets off work. You know, she had to work until 2, so she calls me, and I was like, I literally just got off the phone with Jeff. And she was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, we were on the phone for like 3 hours. She's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like,
What,
yeah,
do
that's...
another episode? No, we were just bored.
No, we were just talking. That's Jeff and I. That's the norm. Jeff and I usually have a 3-hour minimum once we get on the phone together.
Yeah.
And we don't ever talk about
it.
it.
The thing is, we tried to hang up on each other
Good
twice,
too.
at least. We're like, oh, well, I better get going. And then it goes into another hour-long conversation.
Yeah, we get sidetracked. Squirrel moment. Speaking of Jody, I told Jeff last night. I'll go ahead and let you boys know, and I guess let everybody else know. As of Thursday, we are officially together.
Wait.
Cheers,
Oh,
Mike.
I was gonna
What?
say, let me go ahead and let everyone know that Chris is officially off the market.
Thank God.
Off the
Beef has
market.
been sold
Thank you.
and bought.
Tony said, "Thank you. Finally, I might have a chance." Damn right.
Now I can come to Ohio in peace.
Well, I mean,
That just
to a
means you'll
certain
have
degree.
police escort. That's all.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Are we 2-2 or are we 3-1 on the single, not single? What are we?
Legally, I am separated, so I'm not officially single yet.
So it'd be 2 and 2.
Yes.
So we 2-2.
Legal,
Legal.
technically, you're not single, but you are.
Yeah.
By the month standard, yes.
Separated is
By the
single.
paper standard, no.
Separated is single. We're 2-2. The better half.
Leave your feelings
better
at the
looking
door, Emmanuel. Damn right.
The better looking group, which would be me and Tony D, boom, right there. We're the single cats. And those fugly fuckheads are over there married.
Now, who the fuck is Irvin Smith? Because fuck you, pal.
What do
What
you
do you
say?
say?
He said Chris sucks, that's all. He says
I told you. See? The fans
It's finally coming out.
respond
It's
to
coming out.
my request finally. Thank you, Irvin. I
Irvin?
appreciate that.
Your mom swallows.
Oh!
And she should have swallowed your bitch ass.
Ooh, shots fired.
I got told the
Since,
same thing.
since we've gotten
Very
over
nice way.
the,
That was done in a nicer way. More like
since we've
this.
gotten over the stepfather down the road,
Torpedoes away.
crazy uncle. Go ahead, get into the starting five, Jeff.
I was about to say we might want to hit it. It's 8:42
The starting
already.
five.
Yeah, exactly. So the starting five. Now, since I did have an emergency last week, I did have to bounce off. So who came in last?
Me.
Okay, so Tony D, you are up first.
Was it you?
Then Michael, then Mike. Yeah, well, that's what Chris just said.
I had no
wanted to
votes.
confirm.
I think I might have had one.
I thought you had one. Or two.
I had the least amount.
Bunch of
honestly.
racists.
That's what they said. That's what everybody said. What the fuck?
If you don't vote for
The
Tony,
black
D,
guy gets no love. What the fuck?
I got kids for sale if anybody wants to buy them.
No, you don't. No. Fuck that.
No.
You
I'll
cannot
sell
say
them
that
to
on
the
the
circus.
internet.
That was the
Listen,
thing
let me
back
tell
in
you
the
something.
day.
You can't say that shit on the internet. Motherfuckers will show up.
There you go. Betty
Hey,
just
as long as
called.
they belong
Tony
to
was
Ringler
last,
Brothers
then
or
Mike,
Barnum
then
and Bailey,
myself,
they will
Tony
be
was
sold.
last and Michaels
I
and
will-
Jeff
into
Nicholas.
that.
All right.
Thank you,
so
Betty.
Tony D.
Yes.
Yeah, Tony was
Tony.
last, so he gets the
Now.
first pick.
We have the list. Once again, for a reminder, it is toys from our past. It is the 70s, 80s, and 90s toys. Now, the reason why I went to the 70s is because Tony is slightly older than Chris and I. And,
Well,
and
maybe
Mike.
we should have done the 60s since Tony is slightly older.
He was
Tony was like-
around during the 70s. I was born
Tony
in
was
80.
like 35 in 1972, though.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, 35 times in
Am
your
I
mom.
glitching?
Keep it up. Sorry, moms. He asked for that one. My apologies.
As we discussed on the show Wednesday when you weren't here, Jeffrey, when Tony was a kid for
Yeah.
Christmas, he used to ask for rocks and sticks because they didn't have anything
Well, you know
else.
what? I was listening to that episode
And
I
your
was
mom.
mad.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Because I
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
there.
I
I
apologize.
was mad
What?
because I said
Now you're in
the
trouble,
one thing I
Jeffrey.
wanted to say is
Yes.
like Tony had that metal hoop with a stick and he's rolling it down the
We
street.
had metal roller
And-
skates
and
back
Mike
in the day.
eventually
We did
said
have
it,
that.
but I was like,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
So it was starting 5 toys that you had or wanted back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now,
It has to be
I did
wanted.
mention-
He didn't say nothing about had.
well, it could be. You could
Because I had your mom like twice.
Please. My mom was
We're gonna do the
like,
starting 5. The
So-
champ had to go get his belt, since
so,
I will be
let me go-
yet
let
again
me go over the
defending it as the
rules.
fighting champion that I am.
God. Real quick, let me go over the rules. You do have to give the name of the toy and the decade it came out, not the exact year, the
Ooh.
decade. So if it came out
Mike's
in the 70s,
number one
okay.
pick. Mike's
So,
number one
real
pick
quick,
is
before
going
we
to
get
be
started,
vagina.
That means yeah, pussy. I wanted that one.
Pussy.
That means Hot Wheels and Legos are out because they came out in the 60s.
I beg your pardon.
They came out in the 60s.
60s.
Look
me
it
check
up.
my messages.
Google that shit. Fact
No,
check that.
Lego came out in 1932 because I googled it. So if you
Well,
can't
either
There
go
you
back,
go. It's still out. That would still be out. It's before the 70s.
See, these are the bullshit
70s,
rules
80s,
and
and
stipulations that Jeff puts into
Yeah,
these
these are-
things, and he doesn't
Try to
help
help
them
him
at
win
all.
there.
He's gonna try and say, "Oh, you
it's
can't
not
have
supposed to.
Lincoln Logs." Well, I fucking wanted Lincoln Logs growing up, you bitch.
Well, Leggy, Tony's
Yes,
trying
but
to
they
beat
did come
you.
out in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
I don't give a fuck. They came out when I had them. It was in
I
a
had
box.
them.
He could look you in your eyes and
I
be
made a
him.
little fort with it.
Tony definitely
Where's
was
your
good.
mom?
she said, "Oof." Alrighty.
So that being said,
if we have to go
Tony
by those
D.
standards, yes, I got to change up a couple of things
Yeah.
from my original
Let's go.
list that I sent you. And in all fairness, I will tell you what I had properly in number and any change that I did have to make. So let's be motherfucking
Okay.
clear.
I guess I'm gonna have
The
to
very
Google
first
that
set of
shit.
toys, I think the most low-hanging fruit on the tree, period, dot, end of story for anybody from the 80s, and yes, they did come out in 1984, will be the Transformers.
Ah, you stole mine.
It will be the Transformers.
I had Transformers on the bottom of my
What's
list
up-
just in
what's
case
on
they
my
didn't get
backup?
just in case they didn't get taken. But I knew they would by especially since I got the last pick. Being the champ, being the GOAT, being the king, I always have to pick last. And yes, Transformers were a very low hanging, basically
Okay.
fermented
You
fruit.
sleep with goats?
But it's a good, but they're a good pick. They're hard.
I
they're
think
hard
they're an
not to pick
outstanding
up.
pick because
No.
everybody can relate from the 80s that everybody wanted Transformers. I dare say
Mm-hmm.
even a couple of girls when they found out it was a female Autobot.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Emmanuel
So-
for remembering the metal roller skates you had to put on your shoes.
I had
Yes,
a pair
I
of
remember
That's
those.
awesome. All right. Is it my go next?
Plastic ones too. The plastic ones too.
It is your
Remember the
go.
plastic ones that are yellow and orange.
All right.
So,
So
Michael,
I-
number one.
My number one pick, I always wanted one. I actually never, ever did get one growing up.
Pussy.
And that would no. And regardless of what Blick may think, I
See, you
was
Was
I
what?
didn't hear
With your
what?
wonky ass
my
Mike?
Super
you
Nintendo.
somebody.
Super Nintendo?
SNS,
Yeah.
NES.
came
That
out.
was what was that?
Came out
That
in
was 80s, right?
1990.
The Super
No,
Nintendo or the
1990.
regular Nintendo? The regular Nintendo.
No,
was
Super
1990.
Nintendo.
Nintendo. I
Was it
had
Super?
Oh, the Super.
my uncle had the original Nintendo, so I was able to go over there and play. But I always played the Super Nintendo.
I hate a manual because I
Super
forgot about
manual.
that. I could never afford that damn thing, and it would never stand on its own. It always kept falling.
Yeah, it always fell over.
What was it?
The Star Wars, the
What
AT-AT
was it?
Walker, the AT-AT Walker from Empire
Oh
Strikes
yeah,
Back.
that
They
thing's
never.
never stand
The
up.
AT-AT.
That thing's never stand up.
AT-AT. What the fuck?
Okay, well,
I call it. I call it the.
I went with a
AT-AT.
classic. I went
I
with a
call it the
classic. I went with
AT-AT.
the
Someone
Super
said
Soaker 50
I'm
from
like,
the
what
90s.
the fuck? It's an AT-AT.
Nice.
Super Soaker.
That was on
50.
my.
Now,
That
let me
was on
ask
the
you a
bottom of my
question.
list.
Let me ask you a question there, Jeffrey. Mr. Hawk.
Yeah,
Birdman yourself.
yeah.
Who invented the Super Soaker?
I have no fucking clue.
You want
These
the,
nuts.
That's good. You want the truth though, for real? You want the truth
Yeah,
for
go
real?
ahead.
It was a guy that went to Tuskegee University. Actually met him. The first year they came out, they
Nice.
made $40 million. The first
Holy
year.
shit! I remember they were everywhere, man. Everybody wanted and needed one.
He went to
And
Tuskegee
you had
University.
Oh, yeah.
like
You get a chance,
the little
Google it.
dime store fucking pistols.
Yes.
Them things suck compared to the Super Soaker.
Yeah,
Super Soaker took the
it was
world
Super.
out.
Super Soakers was on my list.
Yes.
So,
What was
yeah.
his name? It was Alvin, I think. Hold on. Because I actually met him when I
Well,
was in
while you
college. He
figure
came
that
in and
out,
talked to us.
Chris, you're number one.
With my number one pick, it was a favorite cartoon of mine. And yes, I had the toy sword. What did you say, Jeff?
The Smurfs.
Yes, the Smurfs.
Okay, I'll be damned.
You get a chance, look him up for real.
But Thundercats, Thundercats, Thundercats.
Oh!
Oh! With the Thundercats for the number one pick.
That's the
Honestly,
80s, right?
can I give you a fuck your
Yep,
feelings
80s.
moment? Can I give you a fuck your feelings moment? I was not the biggest fan of that cartoon.
Really?
The cartoon
had-
was
I
corny
loved
and
it.
cheesy.
They
Because
had nothing.
he put the sword up here and it
Dude,
wrapped around
they
his
had
eyes. That
they
was
had
dope.
nothing on GI Joe and Transformers back then. Nothing.
No, but here's the
No,
thing.
no,
I
but-
wanted to
but
go
it's
number. I
on
wanted to go
after.
number one. GI Joe number one, but like you got screwed out of the Legos. I think you said something about Legos, Tony.
Yeah, they came out in
I
1932.
couldn't go GI Joe because GI Joe came out technically in
the
64.
40s.
Yeah,
No,
no,
the 40s.
64.
The original was from World
No,
War
but
II
the
in the
original,
40s.
the 12-inch tall one,
Yeah, was the 40s,
came
I
out
think.
in the 40s.
Yes. So I feel you on
Because
that.
there's a
Yeah,
whole
it's Jeff.
section of
It's
that
Jeff
70s show
rigging
where
the
they're trying to.
game. It's
No, I'm
Jeff
not
rigging
rigging
the
shit,
game.
dude.
I
It's
don't
like
mind
top
what it
toys
said,
of the-
and we can
the
still do
decade.
this. I don't mind the change. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm game. Bring it.
With
Bring
the
that
Kung
shit.
Yeah,
Fu
we're
grip,
good.
yes. There's the classic, with the Kung Fu grip.
The original
I mean-
idea for the action figure that would become GI Joe was developed in 1963. The first action figure, the actual GI Joe action figure, came out in 64.
Bullshit. Hold the fuck up.
Wow, fact check, motherfucker.
No, I
Fact check,
actually,
motherfuckers, because GI
because
Joe
I
was number
was
one.
always told World War II as well. I was always.
the more
Wasn't,
you know,
but they weren't
knowing
GI
is half
Joes.
the
They were
battle.
just. It was like Action Man or whatever. The first GI
No,
Joe
they
action
were-
figure
Yeah.
came out in
Action Man
64.
came out first. Yeah.
That's the
All right.
Wikipedia version.
Tony
Go ahead.
D.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
That was not the Wikipedia version.
Number 2 and 3.
Number 2 and your number 3, sir.
My number 2 and my number 3. Okay. We'll get back to this shit afterwards.
That
I'm gonna have
happens
get
to
them in
come
there.
from the Britannica.com.
Fuck them. Anyway, number 2.
Whatever.
I'm going to be
Bitch
clear.
ass.
I'm going to be real. Fuck you. It came out in 1970s. Everybody
I'm
from
right,
my
you're
age
wrong.
group had it. Whatever.
OG
And
Classic Jones. G.I. Joe originated from a comic strip in the 1940s called Private.
We're not talking about the goddamn comic strips. We're talking about the
no,
fucking toys, you
I'm
giant
glad you
dildo.
put it in this. I'm putting it up here for real because
We're talking
there,
about the
there was
toys, you giant fucking
there
dildo.
was a toy, the 12-inch version. Honestly and seriously,
Right.
that was a soldier that came out in the 40s. That's the original GI Joe. I know what you're reading, and I'm glad he put that up there. I
Worth
didn't even know about the
$1.6
private
million,
Breaker
by the way.
Thank you very much. What was that? Number 2? My number 2,
Yeah.
right?
Number 2 and 3.
Everybody from the
70s.
70s had this. They had commercials on it. They were a craze. They weren't that expensive. Everybody wanted it. It was the big wheel. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was the big wheel. It was the big wheel.
I
wanted
had
a
the
big wheel
Knight
so
Rider
bad.
big wheel.
Yes. You had a Knight Rider?
I had the
Of
Night
course you
Rider.
didn't get
Listen,
privileged.
I didn't
And
even
my
have
buddy,
one.
Bastard.
a buddy of mine, had the Dukes of Hazzard one, and his
You're
mom
white. You're
ripped off the
white,
Confederate
privileged,
flag.
silver spoon
He's
I'm
motherfucker.
not
glad you do.
white. That's a funny thing. He's black.
I would
And
have ripped
mom
that
was like,
fucker
no,
off
no, no.
too.
I'll get you the
I
Dukes of
never,
Hazzard one,
I
but
never
I ain't
got a
putting this
big wheel.
sticker on here.
I almost had to, I almost had to steal
Here.
a big wheel
She
from my
ripped off the
neighbors. I was
Confederate
like,
flag.
this is my big
Easy,
wheel.
Glick.
Yes,
Easy,
the
Glick.
action
Easy,
figure. That's
Glick.
what we're talking about. The damn
Easy,
toys.
Glick.
We're not
Easy,
talking
Glick.
about the
Easy,
comics.
Glick.
We're
Easy,
not
Glick.
talking about the cartoon. We're talking about the damn
But
toys.
he was going at what I was saying too, so he just
Talking
killed
about
it. We
big
good.
wheels.
Number 3.
You're both wrong.
Somebody needs to get
Yeah, probably
give
were
Glick a sticker.
Now,
He's a
number
little
3 for
riled
me.
up.
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't even know when it was created, but I'm going to keep this on my list, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I always wanted a Godzilla, and I had one. I got the picture of it.
Good
I
deal.
just don't know when it was created.
Didn't Godzilla come out in like
Let's call 70s.
the 30s or 40s?
No, but
I really
he's
don't
talking
know.
about the actual toy.
toy.
The actual
He's
action
talking about a
figure.
toy. He's
It's
talking about the toy,
it's
Glick.
small. I know what you're
Not when it actually came out.
Oh no,
Sure.
but I thought we were talking about when they actually come out. You know, I thought that's what we were doing here.
It only works. It only
If I
works
got to
against
change
you.
it, if I got to
Somebody,
change it, let me
somebody's
know.
worried. Somebody's worried because somebody told me I'm gonna pull it out my ass at the last minute.
And I did, and I will
I
again
literally am pulling.
Like I do
Trying to
every-
clean your ass when you try to pull
because
shit
I'm
out.
the goddamn champ. That's why, and I'm putting my title up because
All
I'm a
right.
defending
So
fighting
Michael,
champ. Cameron.
number 2 and 3.
All right.
And for those
My
who don't
number
know, he's a
2.
little pissed at the kids as well, so don't take it personal right now. He's a little pissed at the kids. Everybody take it easy.
And his
Sorry,
internet
I'm not-
connection.
Internet connection, the kids. It's not these
Yes.
3 guys. It's other. So I apologize, guys. I'm gonna have to make another public apology Monday night.
All right.
Click the most
Go ahead,
apologetic.
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Number 2. My number 2, which Glick already predicted it because this was also the thing about this is I actually had this,
Just say it.
Okay.
but my parents also watched the show. Someone donated it to me for Christmas, and she took it all back and got me a Star Wars watch. That's probably why I like Star Wars now. But it would be the entire line of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I hated
Oh,
that damn
nice.
cartoon. I fucking hated that shit. Oh my god.
But I loved the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And it wasn't a cartoon, it was a live action kung fu
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but go back and watch them now because I enjoyed watching the Power Rangers
That was
when
the
I was a
90s,
kid
wasn't
too.
it?
Yeah,
Yes.
90s.
It actually started in 1991, 92, I think, and I couldn't
Well,
stand it.
actually,
Power
it
Ranger.
started before
I've
that in
I-
Japan.
I have watched it
But-
for
Japan,
one
in
reason.
Japan. Yes.
I watched it for one reason.
we all know, Jeff. Go ahead and
We
let
all
Mike
know
pick
your
the
reason.
Ranger.
The Pink Ranger,
The
yes.
Amy
Pink
Jo
Ranger.
Pink Ranger, she was hot.
She's still hot.
My favorite Ranger
So
is
number 3.
still the Green Power Ranger, Tommy.
I don't care about
Jason
anybody
in
else.
real life, the actor that played him, is a legit badass and will hurt you. Because he's MMA.
Yeah, he's an
fighter
MMA
as well.
champion.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
The
Tommy.
guy-
He is.
Yeah, Jason
Yeah,
David
he is
Frank.
legit.
He's
He
a
will shit up.
I still
He
make
will
fun of him
fuck
for
you
being a
up.
Power Ranger.
What? Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
she didn't.
I
Did she?
can- I can outrun him.
He still puts on the helmet now
she
and
didn't,
fights
did she?
for.
No, not the Pink Ranger, the Yellow Ranger. Trini died. The Pink Ranger's still alive.
Yeah, she died.
The,
No,
the,
she's the
the,
yellow-
the Yellow Ranger's
Asian.
dead. The Blue Ranger came out of the closet. The Pink Ranger's still hot. Tommy's still a badass. The
Blue
Red
Ranger
Ranger's
came out
fat.
the closet.
Yeah, he's gay. He was gay
Yeah, the
during
Red
the show.
Ranger. He left the show because everybody was picking on him.
In the
believe
words
Who?
of G.I.
No, he
Joe,
didn't.
And
He
now
was,
you
he
know.
was the only.
You're telling us
He
half
was
the
the,
battle.
he was the only Ranger that stayed original throughout that entire cast. Billy, he never left the show. Nobody.
I know, but he
Nobody.
did leave the show.
Well, they
everybody
all
else
eventually
left, but
leave.
it's new cast
Yeah,
was
because he
only
got
one of them.
old. The only one that stuck around for like 4 or 5 different generations of that show was Jason David Frank, who played Tommy. Because at one point he was a goddamn college professor and a Power Ranger.
Yeah, you never lose your powers.
Yeah.
Apparently. So number 3,
My number
Michael.
3. Number 3.
I'm sure they were all arrested at one time or another, but
And
It
actually,
have to be the. It would have to be the Bop It. I never
The
Had
Bop
it
It.
growing up. The Bop It.
Oh yeah.
That's the 90s.
Yeah, but who was Skylar? Who was she on Power Rangers?
Oh shit.
What's her name? Skylar? She's got to be the Yellow
She had a
Ranger.
non-speaking role.
Skylar
No,
Dalton.
it was a non-speaking role. But who was she?
I'm looking now.
The red Power Ranger actually was a paramedic after that, so he's a hero, by the way. He's fat, but he's a hero.
There you go.
Bigger for
Well,
OG class
my
and forgiving
number
us this shit.
2.
What was Mike's number 3? A Bop It?
Yeah.
The Bop It. Pop it. Twist it. All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So my number 2, I actually had one and I forgot about it because I did do Google search because I couldn't think of anything. And I did a Google search and I found this and I was like, holy shit, I had one of those. It was the Pound Puppies.
We're
Nice.
pound puppies. We wanna
Yeah.
go.
I had that on. I had that on the. I had that on the
home
bottom of my
with
list too.
you.
So Jeff was
Can
taking
we
2 off of
be
my list.
friends?
Yeah.
Those things were dope.
Skylar
And then-
DeLeon, she wasn't one of the original Power Rangers. I can see that already.
Yeah, she wasn't a Power Ranger. It was a non-speaking role. So who was she?
That's what I'm looking at now.
I think she was one of the monsters. Well, for my number
So what is your number
3?
3?
My number 3, I'm going staying in the 80s, and I'm going with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures.
I'll give you that.
Damn
I'll
it.
give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
Damn it.
All 3 of Jeff's picks have been on my list. And this is again
No.
for all you listening who think that these lists are so easy and all this other stuff. This is why these lists are harder than you think they are, especially for Jeff and I.
Because, and I was really worried about that because I was like, somebody's going to steal these.
Yeah, that was going to be my number 4 actually. So.
So-
I had to get in and get it fast. So, Chris, you're number 2.
My number 2. I'm gonna go with, because I remember how
Oh, hell yeah.
crazy everybody went when this came out. And I'm gonna one up Michael. And I'm gonna go with the OG original Nintendo system.
NES.
Okay.
That was the 80s.
Y'all want to go there.
86.
Y'all want to go there.
I thought it was a little bit too low hanging fruit for me.
I was gonna
I
say
expected
Atari,
it.
and I was also gonna say Commodore as well, Tony.
I did too.
I had 'em
I was
both.
going to put Commodore.
You forgot about
Yeah.
ColecoVision and Intellivision, but go ahead.
No, I didn't forget about him. I remember having a
All you
Commodore and an
fuckers are
Atari.
old. I don't know what. Other than the
And-
Atari, that was the only thing I recognized.
Is it my go?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No,
No,
it's
it's-
mine. It's
no,
mine.
Chris, number
It's
3.
mine. My number 3 is. Let's see. Where do I want to go with my number 3? I don't think those are in any danger.
Nice surprise.
What?
I got some
Can I
good
make
ones
me
in the
some
back, though.
popcorn?
What?
Can you make me some popcorn?
Yeah, you can make some popcorn.
Make me some.
Jeff wants some too.
I see you, James. Y'all go ahead. I probably won't watch it.
My number 3 pick, by the power of Grayskull,
Nice.
I pick He-Man.
That was definitely.
They're making
the
a movie.
80s.
They're making
I
a
know
new
they
one,
are.
yes. They're
It's
making a new
actually
one,
gonna-
yeah.
It looks like it's actually going to come out this time.
Yeah, I'm looking
They've
forward
only
to
been
it.
making it.
They made one
They've
before.
only
You
making
know
it
that,
for
right?
like 10 years.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
really
they made
bad.
one with fucking
Wasn't that bad? Wasn't that bad?
What was it? Dolph
Dolph
Lundgren?
Lundgren.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he
Yeah,
play
it was
He-Man?
Dolph Lundgren.
And
Yeah, that
actually,
wasn't bad.
We gave it a little bit of credit for the time because they were like, you know what, that wasn't too bad at all. Everybody said the
Not
same
for the
thing.
time.
Yeah, no, it
You know
wasn't
what I
bad.
really hate
It's
him on?
watchable.
No.
But
What I
every
really
time I
hate
see
Dolph
Dolph
Lundgren
Lundgren,
would
I
be,
think one thing: I will break you.
Was Punisher. I really did not like his
Punisher was, yeah, Punisher.
movie.
No. Daredevil
Which
either.
one? With Tom Jane?
Dolph
Nice,
Lundgren.
Liggy.
Oh,
Not-
okay.
Oh yeah, she was.
I was gonna say, don't fuck with
His
Tom Jane.
Punisher.
His Punisher. That's a badass.
No, the one that I'm talking about is the one, I can't remember the actor who starred in it, but John Travolta was in it. I like
That was
movie.
Thomas Jane.
That's
It
Tom
wasn't
Jane.
bad.
Watch
It
your
wasn't
whore mouth.
bad, but is it?
You
It
will
was
get.
good.
You will
It
get.
was
You want
good.
to go
Fight
time
yours,
out?
It was-
Michael.
It was early 2000s comic book
Yeah, it's
movie,
Thomas
and you can feel
Jane.
it. You could feel
Oh
about
no, I love
the
that
whole
movie.
movie, but
Oh
That's
my
He's in
last
god.
movie
timeout.
my pops.
He's
Oh
in
yeah,
timeout.
he got timeout. That's a timeout. My pops. I took my pops to see that in the theater here,
Yeah.
and it's the one time my pops did not fall asleep during a movie.
How dare you, sir?
Yes, that you got a timeout for that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was a great
So
movie. Thomas Jane
so
was awesome.
Tony D with your number 4.
I'm
What
only
do you
fucking
got?
with you, Jeff or
I
Michael.
am going to take Lego off of my list that I
Don
emailed Jane.
Michael. Don
And
Corleone over there.
based on the fact that you want to go by the creation year, I'll give you that. But I'm going to have to go ahead and change my number 4 pick and make it Battleship.
Nice.
I
That was
believe
oh,
nice.
you
everybody
said
had that.
Battleship.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
Nice.
going to go
you
ahead with
said
Battleship.
Battleship.
I like that. That's nice.
I
feel like I'm
had
gonna
it on
have
my
to-
backup, but it was my backup because it was
Right.
like,
I
everybody had it.
was going to say Battleship, but I didn't want to play it because I didn't want to use that card because Battleship is personal between me and Tina, and it gets serious
Thank you,
quick
Tina.
because she can't. Tony just got my vote. Yeah,
Tina, you ain't even been in here the whole time. You just
Yes,
giving
she
away your
has. She's
votes
been
all
in.
over.
Tina has
And
already
Tina-
sent in her list, boys.
Yes,
She
I
Yeah,
saw
sent in
and
that.
her
first
list
of all,
before the show.
oh yeah, we should have done their list before we did our list. But anyways, don't get too
No, I
excited,
only have one so far.
Tony, because Tina has never voted for anybody other than Michael.
Yeah.
So
I'm honored
don't
and I'm
get too
privileged.
excited.
I'm
She's
honored
told
and
me
that
I've
is
privileged as
gotten.
absolutely
always.
not true.
I am
Yeah.
honored and
She's
privileged
told
as
me
always.
I've gotten her vote several times, and she's still voted for
And
Michael.
the next thing you know, Michael.
I see all of the votes, Michael.
She
How are you
said
going to tell me
bullshit.
what is or
She
isn't
said
true?
bullshit.
She's saying bull.
So
I got
Michael,
receipts.
number 4. I got receipts.
She does have
This
receipts.
motherfucker said
Don't fuck with
receipts. Oh shit! Next thing you know, Michael's gonna be here. Don't come in here. Tell me you got receipts.
a little reach around to my meltdown Saturday night.
Yes. Ooh, Tina went all
She's voted
caps
for
on
you.
you.
I know,
I've
she
never
got busted
told
up.
you
All
I
caps.
vote for
Don't-
you, Glick.
She's so mad she misspelled you.
Yeah, she misspelled you. She got
She
upset.
she voted for Jeff on the
She
snacks.
voted me on snacks,
I'm just
and I appreciate it. Too.
so
And
You
your
need to
list is
recant
already
your
on the
previous
they're
statement,
already
sir.
in, by the way. So
There was
Michael,
another Tina that
number
voted for
4.
Jeff,
You
not that
recant-
Tina.
Yeah, probably.
no. You pull that bullshit.
I'll doctor the receipts. It'll be okay. I'll still be right. I'm always.
Yeah.
I got receipts.
No, you
got
always
receipts.
every week too, isn't it? You got the receipts.
Somebody is cringing
All right.
while watching their phone right now. Ooh,
Somebody is.
that
My
hurt.
number 4. Number 4 for the Glick.
Damn. Oh,
Michael.
damn.
Be
Sorry, give me a second, Mike. I gotta get over this. I'm ready.
So we got the Godfather in here. He's always calm, cool, and collective. We gotta change your nickname from the Big Dog to the Godfather.
No shit. Go ahead, Mike.
We can
Number
do
4.
that. It's when I stop talking when you need to worry about it. That's all I'm saying. My number 4 will be Stretch
receipts.
Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong. That's the 70s, by the way.
Yeah, originally. I looked at him.
Yep.
He didn't make the list.
I looked at him as well.
Well, I'm saying I just remember the '90s commercial where they had the kids
Yes,
stretching them all
but
around
he
the
came
house
out.
and shit.
He came out in the 70s because they had it in the movie Detroit Rock City. That's how
Yeah.
I know that. That's the only reason I know it came out in the 70s. So for my number 4, since Tony stole mine with Transformers, I'm gonna go with. I
Voltron.
had a lot of these. No, I'm gonna go with Micro Machines for.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, that's a good
Goddamn,
one.
Jeff.
That's a good
Did
one.
I
I'm
send
sorry.
you? Did I send you a picture of my fucking list?
Damn. That's
Nope.
good. Micro
4 for
Machines.
4. 4
Do you
for
remember-
4 off of my list.
Do you remember the
I
guy
had
that did the
so many
voiceover for the
Micro
We're my
commercial?
Yeah.
number 5.
He's talking
Yes.
about
Remember the
super
guy?
fast.
You know what his name is?
I can't remember.
John Machida.
No, I do. Yes,
John
that
Machida.
motherfucker was quick.
And he also was the voice
he
of
rattled
Blur
off like
in
you read
Transformers the movie, on the animated movie. He was the
Yep.
voice of Blur.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Jeff, that is 4 for 4 off of my list, Jeffrey. That is
that
unprecedented.
just goes to show you that Chris and I are so much alike.
We are so compatible. We're soulmates.
That's why you're my first wife. I'm your
No,
first
you're
wife.
my first wife.
Same difference.
I was your husband.
Oh yeah, the dominant role, whatever. That's not very woke of you, Chris. That's me calling you out on your wokeness.
Well,
What
last
is your
time I
number
checked,
4, Chris?
last time I checked, I wasn't woke glick. So my number 4. My number 4. Can we do 6 this week?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's do 6. Let's go for it.
Okay, good.
I can
Okay,
put that in a picture.
okay,
We're gonna
good.
do 6.
That'll
Yeah, we'll do
that'll
6.
that'll make these last couple
Alright.
picks pretty easy. Unless Jeff pulls another one off my list, then we're only doing
I
5.
probably will. I got some good ones.
But with number 4, I'm gonna pick Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy fucking Ruxpin.
You ever
You
put a
put a
fat
little-
you ever put a Fat Boys tape in the Teddy Ruxpin? One of my homeboys did. He said
No,
it
I
was
did put a
hilarious.
Metallica in one. Metallica.
I put all kinds of fucked up shit in my Teddy Ruxpin. Well, actually, that sounded really bad.
Come here, Teddy.
Weren't you an only child?
No, I was not an only child. I put a lot of fucked up cassette tapes in my Teddy Ruxpin.
I never had a Teddy Ruxpin. I wanted one,
I couldn't
but I
afford
did
it.
put a Metallica tape in my cousins.
I couldn't
That was
afford
the
it.
'90s too, by the way, wasn't it? Or the '80s? That was
85.
The '80s.
Teddy
85 is
Ruxpin
when.
was 80s, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came
it
out
is
in
80s.
'85. That was a
So-
classic. That was a good classic.
That is a
Fun
good-
toy.
Oh no, it was educational too. He could read you a story.
Unlike your 3rd grade teacher, because clearly she taught you. Sorry, Miss Judy. No disrespect, but he's dumb. You're a fantastic teacher. There's only so much you can do.
Exactly.
You did the
appreciate
best
what
you
you've done
could.
so far.
What's it- I have to say, I was talking to her today. This woman is 86 and she still teaches.
Hello, why you keep saying oof? That shit hurt.
Go on.
Sorry, guys. You know what? I want to apologize. I am in a rare mood. I am in a mood tonight. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, Jason.
I hear it in my accent.
Come on, man.
There's one for
Come on, man.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
Yeah, actually, I am hearing
While
it
we
in your
recover.
accent.
Yeah,
Tony,
exactly.
with your number
Number
5.
5, Tony.
Number 5, Tony.
Okay. Because y'all make me sick. You all have picked some good stuff. And we get to go to 6 this week, so I'm going to go ahead and dig in the crates and have something nobody has thought of in the whole time. Before we had Transformers, you was trying to get
You had dirt.
GoBots.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Just
actually
so
have
you
them
know.
wrote down, Tony.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, I have it in
GoBots.
my back. That was the 70s. That was the 80s.
I was poor, but apparently I wasn't that poor because I had Transformers.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Listen, back in the day, if you
GoBots
had-
were the
if
poor
you
kids'
had-
Transformers.
If you had a Transformer back in the day, you was rich. Just one of
You
them.
were shit.
I had
I
I
never
had one.
Transformers.
Well, you were
didn't
a
either.
little bit younger.
never had
You're
Transformers.
younger than us too, so you kind of missed
Yeah.
that.
You missed
My
that
prize Transformer, I had one. I actually had a couple, but it was
I had
my
Starscream.
Optimus Prime with the trailer, and it was a metal and he was metal.
I'm jealous.
I
had
love
Starscream.
it. Full on.
And like,
I had a metal
it had
Optimus
like
Prime with the
$100
trailer,
Today's money.
and I love that.
We
thing.
would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
friends back then too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'd have been like, let me use it. So,
You can
so
be
Michael,
Starscream, and I want to be out there. Fuck you, little man. Fuck you, little boy.
Your Skywalker.
Go back
the
to
one-
your
You're gonna be the jet nobody remembers the name of.
yeah, right.
so Mike, you're
Look, hey,
number
speak-
5.
Oh God. that was
My number
funny.
5. And I'm stupid, but this is like '90s classic toys that I never had, and for some strange reason, I loved them to pieces. No reason why. Probably because my parents would hate them. Can we see that?
Not the sharks. Oh my
The
God.
Street Sharks.
Street
Street
sharks.
Sharks, nice.
No, that's a
Yeah,
'90s throwback from you.
that
No
is
way
that
I'd
is
ever
a
buy them
very,
now.
very
But
interesting pull. But once again, Mike goes to way out in the middle of left field because I remember them, but I don't remember their commercial.
They had a cartoon. They had a cartoon.
Yeah, they had a
That's right.
they had a
cartoon.
cartoon.
But they
I
had a
watched
commercial for the
the
cartoon. Well, for my number 5, I this is something from the '90s. It was early '80s or early '90s. I'm not sure, but it was the Mongoose BMX bike.
Yeah.
Oh, you was a
No.
rich kid.
No,
You
no,
was a
no, no,
rich
no.
kid.
Mongoose. Whoa, 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 whoa,
No,
whoa.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you were a
have
rich
one.
You was a
kid.
I
rich
wanted
kid.
one.
Oh, you
I
wanted
wanted
No,
one.
one.
let me
Okay.
let me let me
I
let
never
me
had
let me
one.
correct you. Let me correct you. Mongoose and BMX, two
Yeah.
separate bikes, two
Are
separate
they really?
companies.
Are they really?
Yeah, they are. Yep.
No, but the Mongoose version of a BMX bike.
Mongoose was a more
Different brand.
expensive. Yeah, it was a different
Different brand.
brand. It
Right, but
was
it
a
was the
more
brand.
expensive expense. So do you want the BMX or do you want the Mongoose?
The mongoose was
They
meant for
were
the mountain trails. The BMX was for the tracks. I got what he
Right,
said.
well.
but
So
the
was
Mongoose had a BMX
Mongoose.
version because I
I
bought
thought
Yeah,
so
one
too.
in
Mongoose
my
got
20s.
Mongoose got popular for their track bikes,
They got
their
popular for their
bicycles, and then they
prices.
Right.
well, yeah, their prices were
They were fucking
ridiculous. They
five
were
hundred
like
dollars in
three
the
times the
'80s.
Yeah,
yeah, they were
which is
like three
why I
times the
wanted one.
price of a
But I wanted the
BMX.
one with the plastic 5-spoke wheels, the whole
Yes,
9 yards. I
it
wanted
went.
one
It went
bad.
like 15 speeds, and you took it to class with you. You didn't leave it on the rack because the bike was stolen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right?
The bike was
So I'll go
Everything
stolen.
was
with the
taken.
BMX. I'll go with the BMX bike,
You
the
good?
Mongoose BMX. Yep.
Rehab, shut up.
Now I couldn't find it, but was it '80s or '90s? I'm gonna put
I
'80s.
want to say '80s. The
It
mongoose. I
was
want
like
to say
late
'80s,
'80s, early
mid to
'90s.
late
Right. That's
'80s.
why I kind of left it vague, but I know it was '80s and '90s. But did you ever see the movie Rad?
Yes, I know what you're talking. It was just on
That's
today. Matter of fact, it was on today. It was on cable
that's
today.
that's they had mongooses exactly.
Yeah, Rad was serious.
Yeah, it was a little silly, but it was there.
Yeah, I watched it
So
once. I didn't watch it
Chris,
no more.
your number 5.
My number 5.
I see you,
Yes,
classic.
the red line.
What the hell? What the hell is it?
Captain Rehab. You were definitely a rich kid if you had a mongoose.
Exactly.
I
I never
stole a
had one.
mongoose once. Does that
That's
I
count
had
as
a
exactly how you
housing?
had it. Yeah, that counts.
I had
I stole
a
the shit
I
out
had
of that
a
motherfucker.
single speed. The thing as fast as your legs.
The cops couldn't catch you if you put that bad boy in 15th gear.
Yeah, look at that. You gone.
You went to
You
war.
gone.
I was like
He
15.
went
I had a
black.
license. I had a license to drive a car before I got a bike. Like
Just
I
said
had
I saw a
15
goose once.
speed bike.
the GTs as well. I did have a GT, but it was my uncle gave it to me because his son was too old.
Nope. I just had a straight.
It was a
Merlin.
hand me down.
Didn't have no
Shit.
shock absorbers. Didn't
You're right.
have
No, I've never
posts
had
that
a
you
bike with
could
shock
ride
absorbers. I never
on.
got the
Didn't
concept.
have a basket. Didn't have a basket in the back. Didn't have shit. Just two wheels and
What
pedals.
do you need a
as fast
basket
as you
for?
go.
What are you, a Little Red Riding Hood? So Chris, you're number 5, sir.
Oh, that's where you're supposed to smoke dope. I had to put it all on my backpack. Fucker.
To catch
My
that
number
something.
5.
I needed the basket so I
He
could put
needed the
cookies in for your
streamers.
mom when I visited.
Please. My mom
How
would
many
kick you
how
out
many
the
of your
house,
mom
boy.
jokes are you gonna make tonight before you realize
He's
that
still
one
afraid to bring them
one
onto
was
you.
enough?
He's still afraid to
Is it
bring them
purple?
onto
Is
you
it
because
purple
he still
noodle
thinks
day?
you're adopted.
Is it purple noodle day? Because I got one.
No, that's what
Helen
Jeff's
with the
mom
shots.
puts out when I come down to Florida is the purple noodle. Duh. Come on, Mike.
Number
My
5,
number
damn it.
5 pick.
Number 5.
My number 5 pick. My buddy. My buddy.
Oh, my buddy.
Wherever I go, he goes.
He goes.
My buddy. My
That was
buddy.
80s.
I'll teach
My
him
buddy.
I
everything
wanted
I
one.
know.
I wanted one, and
My
I got the
buddy
pound
and me.
puppies instead.
What?
Mama Glick, I'm being nice.
I wanted one, but I got pound puppies instead.
I'm
which
just
I was
giving it
okay
back.
with,
I'm
'cause
gonna
I
fuck
slept with
y'all
that
up. I'm gonna fuck y'all up. Come on.
You don't fuck me
All right.
up. Fuck
What's
me
number
up.
6?
Tony D. Tony D,
Who's number
fuck
6?
me
Am I
up.
first?
Yeah.
With your final, and for the first time ever, we're doing 6. Your final
Yeah, we're going
6th
full 6.
pick.
Is this?
Ooh,
I got 5 already.
Italianized.
I thought I only had
The
4. I
Yeah,
got
that was
5 already.
you.
Yeah, you
GoBots
got
was
5
your
already.
number 5, sir.
Okay,
The
so
first
number
Chucky
6.
doll, yes. The Chucky doll actually, in the Chucky movies, when they did that movie, it was actually based off of the My Buddy doll.
Oh no shit, I did not
I
know
didn't
that.
know that either.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why he
the
did
guy
it.
who wrote the guy who wrote the script and the screenplay or whatever for Chucky based it off of his childhood My Buddy doll, because when he got it, when he first got it, he was terrified of it. He was freaked out by it. So he then down the road, is when he became an
Pound puppies
adult,
were the shit, Wicked.
when he became an adult, he made an entire movie franchise out of that stupid ass My Buddy doll. But I had one.
Go on,
That thing was
Pookums,
awesome.
you fuck them up. She
Shut
says.
the
Ah!
fuck up.
Come on, Pookums, Pookums. Hey,
Pookums, you're number
Pookums.
6, sir.
What you got for us, Pookums? Tell
Just
Daddy what
for,
you got, Pookums.
since she calls me Spunkum, I'm going to introduce to everybody. Her new nickname is, she calls me Pookums. So I now call her.
Spunkums, huh?
I call
Why
her
did-
Spunky. I call her Spunky.
Spunky.
Inside joke.
Okay.
Inside joke. I am going to go with the toy I don't think anybody remembers, but everybody wanted it. Even in the chat with everything you all were putting down, nobody mentioned the Monchi cheese. You might want to remember that.
Monchi cheese.
What the hell is that?
Dig it up. Shut up, Rehab.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm actually going to look it up right now.
Came
No
out in
comments.
the 80s. Must have
Goose
came
said no
out in the
comments.
40s.
What was that?
We know you ain't. Monchi, Monchichi.
No,
apostrophe
decade.
This
S.
This motherfucker, according to Urban Dictionary, you know what he just picked as his 6th pick, is his toy that he
Why
wanted?
would you pick the Urban Dictionary? Pick a regular fucking.
I'm just telling you the first thing that popped up. I'm just telling you the first thing that popped up.
It's because you're
I'm
black.
just-
It's because you're black.
I know.
It's
I'm just telling you the
because
first
he's
thing that
black.
pops up. The first thing that pops up, and granted, I did spell it wrong, but that's just irregardless of me spelling it wrong. The first thing that pops up for the Machi Chi is a short, compact, tightly muscled, gay Latino with
Oh, fuck
giant
no.
biceps
I'm
and
changing my
a
pick.
big
I'm
chest.
changing my
That
pick.
is Tony wanted. Tony wanted little gay Latino men.
Little
when
gay
he was
men.
younger.
Monchi Cheese had a damn song. You non-spelling motherfucker.
Yeah, they
the
did.
first thing that comes
What
up is
up,
a line.
papi?
Listen, this is what comes
Hey.
up. A line of Japanese stuffed
80s,
monkey
right?
toys from the Sega
You
Gucci
fucked up.
Corporation.
You fucked
First
up.
released in 1974, you son of a bitch. They were licensed by Mattel in the 1980s in the United States until 1985 and were later distributed worldwide directly by Sega Gucci. It had a cartoon. Monchi
you
Chi,
fucked
Monchi Chi.
up.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you too.
I remember that.
Dude, dude, you cannot even get on me for going to Urban Dictionary for.
Yes, I
Look
can.
at the toy you just picked.
It was a cartoon, damn it.
Look at the toy you just picked. And
They
you
were
yelled at
male
me.
and they were male and female.
You
Fuck them.
yelled at me for going to Urban Dictionary. Look at the toy you just picked. Now look
Why?
at yourself in the mirror.
Urban Dictionary didn't even come up first when I typed it. Look at myself in the mirror. You fucking.
Look at the toy, and then look at yourself. And you're gonna yell at me for going to Urban Dictionary? You've been better off sleeping with the tiny Latino gay men.
I'm glad.
Real
I'm
quick,
glad you-
real quick. What
I'm
was
glad
what,
you don't breakfast on the show because you would have been asked for your race card right now.
what was what were the
damn toy
decade
I've
that
ever
came
seen.
out? Was it
It came
90s or
out-
80s?
First released in 74 in Japan and 85 in the United States.
Whitest damn toy I've ever seen.
Fuck
White
Glick.
people would want that shit.
His belt ain't real. He's never been in a ring. He's never been on a pay-per-view. He hasn't even been on a syndicated card. Damn.
I have been in the ring, actually. Thank you very much.
Oh, I never saw
Building
it.
it doesn't count.
Well, not on TV.
He said
Michael,
building
what
All
is? Michael, your bed doesn't count as a
My
ring.
number
Just
6.
because
Yes, it does. I'm the champ in my bed, baby.
just because you tie jump ropes from one post to the other does not count as a
That's a
ring.
good idea. That's a good idea. Jody,
Oh, yeah. Jody,
can
we're
we make a
gonna
ring?
wrestle.
Can we make a ring?
it. She said a cock ring doesn't count.
Cock ring doesn't count. There you go. Michael, what is your number 6?
You just been. You've just been. Oh shit!
No comment.
Now, ladies and
Well, that
gentlemen,
escalated
cock
quickly.
rings today.
That escalated quickly. Finally, somebody said
My
it.
number, s-
Where was that when Chris and his
my number,
fuck, Betty? Jesus.
my number 6 of toys that I always wanted and never had growing up
I need a fan.
Number 6 was what?
would be the Connects.
Oh god, I lost my
Connects.
earbud.
I
I
had
can't
those.
hear
Those things were
anything.
awesome.
Stop
we
showing
know
pictures
about
on a
those.
goddamn.
Oh, I remember those.
What
yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that connects.
Connects.
Oh, connects. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're still
those were
out.
cool.
We
I actually had
already
one.
know
I
about
actually
your
had the
silver
big
I don't know what that emoji is for, baby.
privileged childhood, Jeff.
The emoji is
Oh,
for
no, that was the
the
90s.
rings around the bed. Remember the rope with the jump
Well, I
rope
just
around the
asked
bed?
if we could build a ring. She's got a big king size bed. It'd be more than big enough.
Hey. Wait till
I'll
you
buy
have to
jump
make-
ropes on my
you
way
gotta
down
take
tomorrow.
an
I'm just
Uber
saying.
From one side to the other. Jesus.
Yeah.
For my number 6, I have a couple of backups that I'm gonna have to go with.
Oh damn, Michael.
I can really fuck myself here, but I think I'm gonna go with the Garbage Pail
comment,
Kids
okay.
cards.
Are those really toys?
We
Yes, they
couldn't.
were.
We couldn't
Okay,
use
okay,
Lincoln's
okay,
dogs.
They
okay.
had dolls.
I'll
They had
trade it.
dolls. They had dolls.
They did
I
have
will
No,
dolls.
they
say
had
that.
Cabbage
We couldn't
Patch
use
dolls.
Lincolns.
They had Garbage Pail Kid
No, I'm
dolls too.
talking
didn't
about Garbage Pail.
they? I think they had. I think
Yeah,
they
he's
had
talking
dolls
about the
too.
cards though. But are
Well,
they
we could
really
Italian
toys?
Since there's a controversy,
I'm just asking.
I'll switch it up. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the hit clips.
The who?
90s.
The what?
They were basically it was a you
Are those
get a
clips
radio,
that played music?
and they played music.
I never
Again,
heard
You
of that.
strap to your bike and they came with
again, I
little
don't want to
like
be
SD
that. I don't want to be
cards.
that guy. But is that really a toy?
Clips.
It played music.
Spell it for me.
Okay.
Spell it.
HITCLP.
HITCLIPS.
No, Z. It was CLIPZ.
Is it Z?
Those were
Yeah,
not
it's a
toys.
Z.
Yeah.
Those are CD. Those are MP3
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, right. They were
Okay,
music
okay.
players.
All right. Since you guys give me shit, I'm gonna go with
Wicked Italianized. I think you meant Tonka toys instead of Tinker toys, but I think you're right. That was a good one.
No, they're
Tinker Toys. Came out in the 60s.
Tinker
60s.
toys? Before
Tinker
me.
Toys came out in the 60s. I want to say that. I think so. Okay, I'll go ahead and change it up. I'm gonna go with My Pet Monster.
Nice. My dad had one of those.
There was Tinker
Yeah, it
toys?
was
Okay,
called
yeah, they told me.
Chris.
Wow.
Oh,
Shots
chip
fired.
nuts? Not
Really,
fired.
Jeff? You think you
Shots
just
fired.
slide that in there and
Yeah.
nobody's gonna hear?
You said my dad had one of those. I was like, yeah, his name was Chris.
Shots
So
fired.
Chris, you're number 6.
Oh,
I do have to admit, I wasn't sure if the hit clips would make it because this.
well,
is
after
technically not a toy.
the whole guilty pleasures thing, we said we were going to be a little bit
Yes,
more.
exactly. Which is why I don't
So-
mind changing it. That's why I went with My Pet Monster.
So I'm gonna dip my toes back into the water to one of my previous picks. We're gonna go revisit Nintendo,
Okay. Going with the Sega.
and I'm kind of torn here. Because I have two that I want to say. Both are good, but I think one is only going to be. Only one was really cool if you were a boy back then. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with one of the. Not one of the first handheld games, but one of the first gaming systems that were handheld with the Game Boy.
Game Boy.
I never could afford
But
it.
I couldn't afford it. I didn't have one until I was almost an adult. And I found it at
That was the 80s.
a a
80s or 90s.
flea
That was
market.
90s.
That's the
It
90s.
came out in '89.
The Game Boy?
89?
Yep,
Oh, it did.
I think you're
it
right.
came out in '89.
The color Game Boy came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Why I gotta be colored?
I didn't say colored.
Yeah,
you
there's
gotta
a
say
black man on the
color.
show. Y'all gonna
What do you
change
mean
all
by
this
we-
shit up, you
I said
motherfuckers.
colored.
Why
Not
did the one
colored.
black man pick the only toy that looked like a little spider monkey?
Don't call me racist. Don't call me racist.
just
I
saying.
got a colored
Why would you
TV.
typed it in and went to Urban Dictionary? Mine went to Wikipedia. The fuck's wrong with you?
I got a colored TV.
I would have
It's
stuck with
okay.
mine before I showed the picture of what you picked, Tony. I'm just saying. You should have said, yes, muscled up, tiny gay Latino man is what I wanted.
I was not.
Yeah, you should have.
You're crazy.
You'd
No,
been better
I should
off.
not.
I'm just
No, I did
saying.
not.
Well,
All right,
the
let me
other
go ahead and
NE
read these off.
the other NES the other NES
Yeah.
thing that I was debating with the Game Boy was the y'all remember the Power Glove? They made a movie out of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's
and-
the
and
one
Have you ever
that came
used
out around
one?
the same time as
You
Laser
put the
Tag.
glove
in
Yeah,
one?
yeah. It was like
Yeah,
a laser
yeah.
tag.
first-
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it had the
First
Power
gaming
Glove and it had the
system-
controller and everything on it.
First
It had a
gaming system I
controller
ever
on there.
bought
Yeah.
because my parents would not
Yeah,
buy
they
me
were
a
great.
gaming system. I went to a garage sale and I bought an entire NES set that had the floor pad, it had a bunch of games, and it had the glove. And the
Yeah,
glove
the
fucking
floor
sucked.
pad for track and field
Yes.
on the NES.
I was
Yep.
God.
Because
I
yeah,
was-
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
a lot of
'cause you had to
times-
do all of it.
you had
Yeah.
to run
Yeah.
and jump.
Because a lot of times when you see the original Nintendo was an innovator, and that was one of the reasons that I wanted to put it on my list because when you bought
I had
now,
track and field.
when you bought it, they had a version that you could buy, and it came with the pad. My cousin had it. It came with the pad, so you could do, and it came with track and field. It came with two controllers. It came with the gun controller, and so you got
You can do
Super
duck-
Mario
duck
Brothers,
hunt.
and I said that correctly. Super Mario Brothers for the Italians that may or may not be listening.
This is true.
It came with Duck Hunt, and you got Track and Field. You got 3 games with one game system. Plus, you got 2 controllers, and you got a gun, and you got the pad for Track and Field.
Yeah. And that pad, you could not wear shoes on it because you would rip it. You would
Yes,
have to
you will
wear
rip it. Yes,
socks.
yes.
Yeah, you had to wear your socks.
And you
yeah, the original.
There was no such thing as Bluetooth. You had to have that cord, and if you moved it too far away from the TV,
Everything was plugged
Didn't
in.
work.
fucked.
Yeah.
You and
Yeah, the original
Holy shit.
Joe. The original Game Boy was gray, and the actual color on the screen was green and black.
Right. It was very Digimon. Gray
Basic,
and-
basic green.
Yeah, it was-
basic. But no, that track and field thing. I don't care who you are. That kill you if you played it for too long. Because I bought it used in high school, and I swear to God, I ran track. I played football. I did all sorts of sports, and I would get home and play that game and almost die.
I actually didn't get my first game console that I owned until I was 16, and it was a Sega Genesis. I bought at a garage sale for $5.
Well, I had
Like,
my
when-
parents
when I-
said if you
When
want
I
one, you
got
have
the
to buy
Sega
one.
Genesis,
And I bought it at
when I
14
got the
years
Sega
old.
Genesis, Halo for Xbox was already out.
Well, PlayStation was out when I bought my NES.
So
So let me
yeah,
go
I
ahead
was,
and
I
run through
was
these
always
again.
like 4 or 5.
I'll give you guys a
systems
list. So
behind.
starting with Tony, we have from the 1980s, the Transformers. From the 1970s, the Big Wheel. From the 70s, we have the Godzilla doll. From 1970s again, for Battleship. And the 1980s, the GoBots. And the Manchi Chi.
GG. Just put in
From the
just put in
80s.
Don't
muscle.
you put that? No.
Just put in
Muscle
little
gay men.
muscled up gay Latino men.
Yeah. Michael had the Super NES from the 90s, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He had the Bop It from the 90s, the Stretch Armstrong, which came out in the 70s, the Street Sharks from the 90s, and the Kinects from the 90s. Christopher had Thundercats Ho from the 80s.
He's the only motherfucker that can get away with calling me
1980s.
Christopher. That's my family.
I've
for real.
we've been together long enough.
I can tell you why,
Uh,
but you would hate my
the-
answer.
Because it's a
The
white ass fucking
1980s.
name and it
No,
sucks.
that's not even why.
Bye, Jessica.
The 1980s
I hope you get to feeling better.
NES
Bye, Jess.
original.
Get feeling better.
Be good,
You
lady.
too.
Yeah, I gotta PSA her.
The
Don't you stick
He-Man
around
from
till
the
we finish.
80s. The Teddy Ruxpin from the 80s. The My Buddy from the 80s. And the Game Boy from 89. I had the Super Soaker 50 from the 90s. The Pound Puppies from the 80s. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 80s. The Micro Machines from the 90s. BMX bike / mongoose, however you want to put it, from the 80s, and the My
It's
Pet
one or
Monster
the
from
other,
the 80s.
Peckerhead.
Well,
They're
no,
two
because
separate brands.
Mongoose was the brand, but they had a BMX version.
Jessica, do me a favor, please. Rest yourself, stay hydrated, use the bathroom, keep clean, all that good stuff. I tested positive a couple of weeks ago. I hope it's not bothering you that bad. The injured shoulder, you can see I'm going through it a little bit myself, so y'all can relate to a lot of what you're going through. Get yourself rested, relaxed.
Fucking around with those machi cheese, you will injure your shoulder. You're getting old, man. Hola, papi.
Ouch.
Well, first of all, the only reason nobody ever called you by your full name, Christopher, is because you didn't hit it hard enough, so you're welcome.
There you go.
No, usually they're calling me God.
They call my full
What,
name Rick the
what, what,
Jr.
did,
when
what
I'm
did
done
Tom
with
what did Tom Hanks say in the
You
movie?
call me by my full
Tom
name,
Hanks.
by my full
Tom
name, but
Hanks
I'd
said
much
it
rather be
best.
called God when I'm done. So,
it. Don't call me God.
Tom
Call me my
Hanks
name.
said it best. I'd like to thank you from that girl from Albuquerque because, well, you know her. She was calling your name all night.
Ooh, shit. That's pretty
Well,
good.
because I am a
A
humble
league of their
person.
own.
oh my God,
When I,
here we go, Michael.
when
Come
I
on,
am
dude.
called God, I just humbly reply, you can just call me Michael. The definition of Michael means who is like God, but not all the way. Just
Oh my
like.
You took
God.
your hat off for that. Put it
Because
back on.
because I'm humble.
Because
Because
you're
I'm
humble.
humble. Now,
I
Actually,
don't I don't
actually,
know what
actually,
I don't know
actually,
what anybody
actually,
says when I'm doing it because I hear it all in Spanish. So
Wicked
yeah.
Italian
my
eyes. I
Actually,
think
my
that was the 70s. I think that was the 70s, but
actually,
it might be the
actually, at the
80s.
end of the day, you don't have to say anything because the greatest compliment I've
Rocket
ever
Talking
received when
Robots
it was
did
all
come out in
done
'79. I looked it
and
up. It was
everything,
on Rocket
it
Talk.
was all done and everything was done was, I'm hungry.
That's good. That's a real one.
Make me
That's a
a
real answer.
sandwich.
Yeah,
I don't have a clue
Well,
for that
goddamn right
Roger
before
you're
before
hungry.
the taking it to his flowers with
real quick,
everything on.
gentlemen, before we go on break, let's go ahead and give our backups. I had
Yeah, no,
Fluffy
well, no,
Baby
well,
Sinclair. Oh, go ahead.
let's I mean, I honestly I don't have any backups because I kind of threw a monkey wrench
Okay.
and we did six tonight.
I had I
But
had one.
well, make it quick. You guys make it quick because we haven't even done the
Okay.
chatters box.
Well, I only have
The
one
reason why I
so
didn't
far.
pull this is because, guys, this is gonna surprise all of you.
Rock'em Sockets was
With
Rock'em
Buzz
Sockets.
Lightyear, that came out in 1995. We are
Yep.
that old,
My
gentlemen.
kids had one.
I
Right,
still
Leggy?
remember the Buzz Lightyear like it's only been out like a few years ago. You know,
I
It
mean,
seems
mouth's
like
never
it
been
came out
full in my
last.
case, but
I've had my
you know, I
mouth
do
full
what
of
I
women.
can.
I've had my mouth full of a woman before. I'll fucking say that.
Oh no, my mouth has been full more than.
You know the
I'm
best
just
thing ever
talking about their
happens.
mouth is never full. It's like a
I just checked our
like a.
email. I just checked our email, and we only have one from Tina Newcomer. She did her starting
No, we
five, but I
don't.
have Irvin Smith sending an email that says Chris sucks.
No, we don't. We don't just have. Yeah, that was like 2 hours ago, Jeff.
My backup,
No,
just to
I
be
know.
quick, my backup was going to be Hot Wheels and
Vicky
Mattel
got one in,
cars
Where?
as far as
and Betty
toys.
Oh,
got one
okay.
in.
And
Okay, I see
then
it.
it was
Okay, I
going
see
to
Vicky
it
should
now.
be,
have one.
It's because
Betty
you
should
opened
have
them
one.
already.
it was also going to
I
be
didn't open them.
the laser tag guns I was going to have on my backup.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
that was
those
it.
were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Vicky,
I
Little
wanted
Wonderful.
Betty,
the laser
and
tags.
Vicky, Betty, and Tina
Yeah,
all
I see
sent
them.
theirs on Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am. I see you, Mama Good. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I didn't see them. I see them.
Clean
So
folks,
let me
you
go ahead
know
and count
better.
them over, and
Come
then I'll
on.
read them off while you guys give your backups. Come on, Slim.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to read them off? I've got them. I've literally got them right here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
go
Betty
ahead,
sent
please.
hers. Betty
While
sent
I
hers on
copy them
Wednesday, I
over.
think.
Yeah, Betty, Vicky, and Tina all sent. So we're starting out with Betty. Number one, Tamaguchi. Number two, the
Tamagotchi.
whatever. Number two, the Easy Bake Oven. Number three, Furby. Number
Yes.
four, this happened to be a game that I actually played a lot. I loved playing this, and I didn't even think of that. So nice grab, Betty. But Pogs, remember that?
No.
You had well,
Oh
Tony
yeah,
might be
it
able
was
to.
on
it
my
came
list.
out in the
They were like
90s.
they were a little circular
It,
cardboard thing, and they had a bunch of
and
different
it made
designs on them.
sense to me.
And then you had a slammer, and it was like a metal one. So you'd stack them all up, and you take your
Yeah.
slammer and you'd slam it down on top of them. And when you would play against somebody from that stack, anything that fell over or fell off that stack became yours. So it was
Right.
like it was a game, and it was kind of like a trading game. It
Okay.
was a real white thing. It was a real white thing. It's
I couldn't
kind of
even say
like
that.
dice.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's really kind of like a new thing, but put it back down in
Well,
Tony's level. It's like
I can put it
marbles.
on Tony. It's exactly. I was going to say, let's put it
Anything
into the
went out
old
of
He
your
said, "Fuck
circle
you."
was yours. So it was like, is that closer to your
Yeah.
age? Do you, in
Yeah.
the 30s when you were playing marbles? Wanted to get that special one.
But and then her number 5
and
pick
Jimmy James
was
as well.
Betty's number 5 pick was Bop It,
Yes.
I've heard of that.
and then we got Vicky. She had the Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle. Mm-hmm. It was actually a whistle. It was like you. Yeah. Well. Tony knows all about the Wiener whistle with all his.
Yeah, I'm used to
muscled
getting
up
I'm
gay
used to getting mine
Latinos.
blown, you bastard.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm used to
Ma
getting
Chi
mine
Chi.
blown.
Okay, we hear you, Ma Chi Chi. I'm sure your whistle is getting blown.
All right.
She had number 2. She had Popples. I don't know what Popples are.
I don't know what popples are. That's a new one for me.
Yeah. She also had He-Man, Castle Grayskull by He-Man.
Everybody wanted the castle. That's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody wanted the castle.
She had the Cabbage Patch Kids at number 4,
Right.
and number 5 she had Rubik's Cube. She also had a backup number 6 pick. Yeah, she also had a backup number 6
The
pick.
Barbie Dream
Go ahead and throw it
House.
in there. Yeah, the Barbie Dream House.
Yep.
And
Well, you know,
I'm
Tina.
actually putting her list
And
in now.
Tina's starting 5. Her
Nice.
number 1 was the Viewmaster.
Oh,
Yep.
Right?
good choice.
Yeah, right?
Good choice. Good choice.
Popped up a
That
ton.
motherfucker.
I had those.
When I was doing research, that thing popped up on every list I looked up.
See, I think you
Well,
might have
Jay,
won
it's
that
an
one,
all
'cause
wiener
you had to
network
read the
because
little
Tony
pictures.
confessed the
You had
fact
to
that
read
when
the
he
little
was a
words at
younger
the end.
lad, he
Yeah,
wanted
this was
Ma
the
Chi
lesson, man.
Cheese. And if you don't know what a Ma Chi Chi is, go ahead and Google that, Jay, and we will
Don't
learn a
use the
totally
Urban
different.
Dictionary.
You will learn a totally different side
on Urban
of
Dictionary.
Tony.
Said Urban
Yes.
Dictionary.
Number 3, she had the Simon Says, which was another cool toy. My grandparents had that at their house, and I remember
Tina?
playing
That's
that
Tina's, right?
all the time.
That's
Yeah,
Tina's
that's
list?
Tina.
I think Tina won. I think Tina won. My list was shit.
Number-
I couldn't
number-
Italianize
number
it with
4,
you.
she
My
had-
list sucked.
Yeah, number 4, she had Toss Across Tic Tac Toe.
Oh, with the bean bags.
Yeah.
Yes. My sister
And her final pick
J Money, you suck.
was a Cher doll. I just wanted Cher, not the doll, but I mean, to each their own.
The tic
I still want
tac toe with the bean bags. Tina,
Yeah.
I think you might have won that one. I'm
My
gonna give you
sisters had that thing.
Even though I did not get Tina's vote, I think she's got mine on this one.
I gotta admit
You know you got her vote. She's a liar.
No.
I got
No.
receipts, he said.
Oh!
I have to earn vote every time.
Will you now, Miss Officer? That's all I gotta say. Will you now?
Let's see. Ooh, somebody got.
Betty's like, I'm voting for myself.
I was talking about building a wrestling ring on our bed, and she said she's gonna make me tap out. I ain't never tapped out in my life. I'm up for the challenge. Challenge accepted.
Shots fired.
I believe it.
Challenge.
I
What?
want to see that picture. I want to see that picture.
know
You
I have a
him in
flashlight.
in
There's 3 of them
chokehold,
in the kitchen.
And you're rubbing his belly, going, "Go to sleep." I want that picture.
Why?
Right there.
I don't care.
He's gonna be
I
rolled
don't
over the
want
bed,
to-
sucking his thumb like this.
I want that picture.
I hope so. That's all I gotta say, dude. I
It's
hope
night
so.
night.
I hope the fuck I am.
That's right. That's right. You're right, baby.
God
I'm your
damn,
bitch.
she is a beautiful woman too.
Make sure you bring that belt with you because that's the next.
I will.
picture.
You might need
Holding
it.
up. You're gonna get
She's gonna take my belt away from me and everything. I will. I'm gonna take it down with me tomorrow when I go down there.
You're not coming home, baby. Hang that shit up.
Chris is gonna come in and kick the door open. Let's fight!
Let's go, woman.
She's gonna have to
Oh,
dark
don't
in
do
his
that.
disco.
Don't do that.
Let's
She's
get
got,
ready to
night
rumble.
ring dancers and all kinds of shit. She just like, you're right. Let's fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
No,
Tony. You might get this reference. I'm gonna pull a.
just go on the
I'm gonna pull a Ken Anderson move on her. Mike's gonna drop down for the ceiling. They call Glick. Glick.
Canada.
I hail from Newark, Ohio, standing at 6'2", 280 pounds.
It's
Glick.
gonna be a mess. I want to see who lost.
Glick.
Glick, that shit was funny. He used to kill me with that microphone.
I love Kennedy, man. Ken Kennedy was awesome. That motherfucker.
Got on my damn nerve, but that shit
So-
was funny.
Yeah.
So the starting five for Chatter's box is up. It's going to be up by the end of the show, and then I'll have to type out ours. I'll have it up shortly after.
And I will do my best to get everything up on all the other social media by Monday.
Yeah.
So you guys can cast your
And
votes.
since these
if
are
you're not
small
already.
enough, I should be able to get them all in the same font and same size.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the goal of this draft this week, was to make sure I could put them all in one box, as opposed to Michael's number 5 pick from one-liners that goes on 3 boxes.
Yeah, you almost need you almost need a list just for Mike. Like a totally.
Like,
He needs
Totally
a separate
separate
picture. Just a separate
quote another
picture.
iconic movie. You blind like a girl. You're still alive.
What the fuck is that from?
You play ball like a girl.
What is it from, Michael?
Braveheart. Braveheart.
What is it from, Michael?
Braveheart.
What is it
What's
from,
the
Michael?
line?
I love ya.
From the fuck yourself.
Well, that's an iconic movie. What are you gonna tell me next? What are you gonna what movie are you gonna tell me is iconic next?
Hey, you know,
The movie is
You know
not
what's
iconic.
iconic?
You're gonna sit here
movie?
and tell me.
Jaws.
Are you gonna sit here and tell
Mel,
me that
Mel
Braveheart is
Gibson
not
made
iconic?
one iconic movie franchise, and that was Lethal Weapon.
exactly.
First of all, Braveheart is not a franchise. They only made one movie.
Okay.
Dumbass.
Mel Gibson made one iconic movie, and that was Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Braveheart is not an iconic movie.
2 was
Because
iconic.
you're Scottish. Calm down. Calm down.
And
You're gonna get your.
and I don't know if you've seen it,
Hold on.
but
hold
there's
on, we'll
there's
fix
a
this.
there's
We'll
a
fix
video
this.
on
We'll fix-
YouTube
hold on,
of
hold
the
on.
real
Hold on.
Scotsman
You fucking twat.
talking shit about that movie, how it was so inaccurate.
The only hairpiece I wear is your mom.
Braveheart.
Oh my god. Alexa,
Oh,
shoot me.
Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyle. Academy Award for Best.
Oh, wait a
Picture,
minute,
Academy
but
Award
did it
for
say
Best
it's
Directing,
iconic?
Writers
We're not
Guild
talking
of
about
America
awards.
For Best Original Screen. Academy Award for Best Cinematography. Fuck you, Glick. That's an iconic
Yeah.
movie.
I
Check
didn't
its
see.
Rotten
I did not
Tomatoes
hear
score
any.
from
I did not hear the word
Scotland.
iconic. I did not hear the word iconic anywhere in there.
Did you hear the word Academy Award?
Yeah, but there's been some shitty ass fucking movies that have
Yeah,
won
I mean-
Academy
I
Awards,
mean-
Michael.
Wolf of
That
Wall
fucking
Street
movie
did
about that
well.
bitch who has sex with a fish won a goddamn Academy Award.
It's an Amber
That's
Alert.
true.
It's an Amber Alert. They pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
I give you that one. That one was
Play
bad.
with me. Play with me.
Trigger warning.
We gotta take a break. It's already almost fucking 10 o'clock. We have to take a break.
Yes.
And Nick needs his next.
He's playing that for you, Michael.
She said no.
You don't get to play.
Alexa,
You don't get to play that for me no more.
Alexa, play taps.
Here's Tabs by various artists on Amazon Music.
Michael was a good soldier. He fought valiantly. He gave his all. But at the end of the day, he came across the greatest champion of all time. He was the undefeated Roman warrior, and he stepped up with Maximus, And Maximus ended his win streak. All hail Lord Blick. He's a great champion, and he looks down upon his fallen foe, and he gives him the one beer salute and says, "Nice try, you little bitch, but come correct if you come at the goddamn king. Don't play with me."
Gang, don't miss.
You walked in like you were the fucking king, and you got smacked in the mouth like you were the jester.
Look, Lady said that Braveheart was an iconic film, and she's Scottish, so go fuck yourself.
It's only iconic if you live in Scotland.
By advertising on YouTube, I catch
And
the eye
it's
of...
mostly Scottish people don't even like that movie because it's so
And
inaccurate.
it wasn't a bad movie. I'm not shitting on the movie.
It's not a bad movie.
Oh,
But it's not iconic.
It
It
sounds
was
like
a good movie, but it was not iconic.
On to the break, folks. Because we're beating this dead horse.
played the
This is for Liquor
playing
81.
outlaw fights. We're playing outlaw music, outlaw fights. Also,
No, J Money, no.
from Braveheart.
No, Jay. I wouldn't let anybody. The question from Jay is, would you let a supermodel shit on you?
Yeah, he would.
And I'll
Jay lets the random
Jeff
back
was.
alley $5 hooker shit on him. So he just wants to make sure that that's acceptable. With that being said, we're taking a break with Black Dot
Thank
Mojo.
God. Thank God.
Because, wow, I said this show was not going to go over tonight. I said I was going to behave myself tonight. I'm going to drive tomorrow.
Behave yourself.
See what happens
I have
when
not-
you
I
lie
only
to
get
yourself.
some hypocrites.
I am behaving
It's not
myself,
enough you
actually.
lie
Promises,
to
promises.
everybody else, but you lie to yourself.
Fuck you guys.
Banana breakdown.
Dead or alive. And haunted by the lessons that I have learned, just a match to a bridge, it's always gonna burn. I'm lost even when I'm staring at the map. My only wish now I could take it all back. And I've robbed every bank from Hill to Houston. Only thing on my mind was keep on shooting. Yeah, I just keep on shooting. It's got your nothing out. Yeah, I don't have breath. And push it out into the sky. Look now, let's meditate. You gotta come out and think you want. There's an exploded in my gun. Wow, baby, you're just an exploded in my gun. Well, I hear the lonesome whistle of that southbound train. Even the burn of whiskey won't kill my pain. Well, the moon gets full and the coyote cries. These men are out driven by greed and lies. You see that smoking gun in my hand as the bodies all drop into the desert sand. Remember back when it all meant something, gunshots in the distance would keep on running. Yeah, I just keep on running. And shotgun blasts ring out through the air. Anything in front of my gun don't have a prayer. And bullets spread out into the sky. I'm immortal now, baby, legends never die.
Hell yeah!
Got credit card debt?
A little Blacktop
Find a new-
Mojo for you guys for a little break of Rooski. If you guys are not already, make sure you give Blacktop Mojo a follow anywhere and everywhere you stream music. Go check them out. Check them out on all social media. Give them some love. Let them know we sent you. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. It has been a night. Oh my gosh. I am in a mood. I'm actually in a good mood tonight, so I'm fucking with everybody. But we appreciate you guys hanging out. Welcome back. We're going to try to get through this fucking show one way or another. If you're not already, feel free to give us a follow on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yes, we are on TikTok. You can also join us live right here every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on Haps. If you don't have the app, download it. It's free. Follow Nonsensical Nonsense. And come hang out with us in the chatters box because these motherfuckers in the chatters box are just as bad as we are. And you can get every single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. And yes, you guessed it. All you got to do is type in Nonsensical Nonsense. Hell, you can go to Spotify and say, hey, play the latest episode, or just say, hey, play Nonsensical Nonsense, and they'll play the latest episode of the podcast for us. You can also email us if you'd like. If you'd like to jump into the chatters box, starting 5 list, send your list in. If you want to be like some asshole and tell me that I suck, even though that I know I don't. I'm the greatest. I am amazing. I am spectacular.
Nonsensical@gmail.com.
My face is melting. Also, first and foremost, in the chatters box during the break, Jay asked a question. Who has the better hair? Myself, or the Amish version looking of me? The Wish version of me. Somebody had the nerve to say the Amish version of me had better hair than I did. I'm going to put this out there again. He literally stole my look. He stole my hair.
Steal your look, sir.
He single white female me. And there's
I did not
proof
steal
of
your
it.
look, sir.
There's proof of it. You can go way back when, and you can look at my videos. I have better hair. I have a better physique. I'm just better.
Physique.
You might have a bigger dick than me. So you got that because you've told us a million times, you know, that
That's
you've
what
got a
I've been
bigger
told.
dick than
I don't
anybody else.
really know. I don't know.
Outside of that, I'm just all around better than you. My hair is better. My hair is almost long enough I can put it in a little ponytail, actually.
Don't do it. That's gay.
It's long enough to do that.
No, I always put it in a ponytail. I don't put it in a man bun, but he had a better hat,
Don't
though.
do a man bun. That's.
I can put a fedora on, too, Leggy, just so you know. I can also put a cowboy hat on. I could see those two in some kind of vehicle. Not ZZ Top, but like a 60s... Mike and I just cruising Miami together. Oh, like a...
And we'd be awesome at it.
Well, it would not be a car. It would probably be a pickup truck. But
Yeah.
She said no,
Not
don't
bad.
do it. I can do a fedora, and I've got my cowboy hat back there too. And I've also got my Peaky Blinders hat. Actually, we'll just do this instead. There we go. Step your hat game up, Michael. I do put my hair in a ponytail when it's long, but I have crazy thick hair.
Watch.
Tony, were you taking a shit during the break?
I was gassy, so I almost did. But first of all, let me turn this down so I can stop listening to y'all. As far as who has the better hair, I want to say my nuts. As far as who looks the best, who has the bigger dick, both of y'all need to shut the fuck up. You know better. And for the rest of everything,
As we learned,
I think Tony just said he has got a bigger dick than you guys.
as we learned last week, Tony's only been in one box that he had more room or had room for more than just himself, and we won't reach around on that again.
I'm here all night. I'm here all night. I do this. No, I do not compare dicks with
Tony,
no man.
well,
First of
Tony,
all.
who was that did that song? I know this song, but same damn girl.
Usher and R. Kelly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Look,
No, I thought it was. Was it Usher
look
and R. Kelly?
how this came out. How did no me and Nick have never compared dick sizes. How this has come out is that was an excuse that
Yes. You want
my
me to bring it
ex-wife
tomorrow?
gave me for her cheating on me. She said she cheated on me
I know.
because my
You've told us
was
100
too big.
times.
That's what she said.
Let me be honest with
Me
you.
and Glick have
I've
not
been
pulled
told that
out
No, that's
before.
measuring
fine.
I've been told that before, and I
sticks
thought it was a
and
lie. I think women make that up to get rid of us.
Well,
How
see,
else
I
can
feel
you
that's the
that
fuck your
way.
problem.
head up when
That's
you
the
tell a piece
problem.
of
But
shit?
that's how
Maybe,
this. That's
maybe,
how all
I
this has
agree
come
with Tony.
out. That's how
maybe,
all this has come
maybe.
out. That's why it's like that. It's got nothing to
Consider it
do
done. I'm bringing
with.
it down. Maybe you guys should be like Jeff and I
No.
and the Three Bear and Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and maybe you should be
Just right.
just right.
She still died.
My ex-wife cheated on me because she was a whore. My ex cheated on me because she was a whore.
In my most chauvinistic answer, that's what I would say about any woman that left me. You must not be. You must be too fucking greedy. Because if I ain't enough, you too used to it. That's my rule. If I ain't enough, you too used to it, bitch.
Look,
Sorry.
if it ain't enough, don't. If it ain't a wor if it ain't enough, don't worry. Like Liam Neeson and Taken, I got a particular set of
Oh
skills.
fuck.
That's right.
Oh fuck. And I'm like those guys over there, in Eastern Europe. Good luck.
Okay. Is that
That was
better?
a commercial. That was a commercial
Is
for
that
your
better?
ass. I don't care what nobody says. That motherfucker said,
Good luck.
"Good luck." I was like, "Oh, I'm going to that movie. Fuck this shit."
Mm,
Liam Neeson need to whip their
I'm actually
asses.
surprised that that movie did not make that list. I could have sworn it was
Taken.
gonna get.
Well, it was
Low
kind of
hanging
easy.
fruit. Low hanging
It's low
fruit.
Yeah.
hanging
Low hanging
fruit.
fruit. And I will admit that I thought about it.
And that's why I don't know when it comes to iconic stuff. I don't even know of low
Helen,
hanging
Helen,
fruit should
Helen.
be
In case you never noticed, I
put
don't
on there.
brag about my skills. I will tell you what I've been
Okay.
told.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
I don't have to brag about them. I'm just saying. I'm sure there's probably somebody listening right now that can verify my skills. Bang! There it is. Boom!
I understand. I'm just saying.
In
We do
mid
this.
sentence, she said he
Hold
can
on,
brag.
let me go verify my stuff.
Well, go ahead and read the comment above yours, Lakey. You can talk about me.
Let me say for the record, that's the second time I've seen a woman comment something like that on his behalf. I will be honest.
That don't help my case none, but fair enough.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But I'm just saying. Let me give credit where credit's due over shit we talk, okay? Jay, I don't even want to know what the hell it was you sent. You jackass.
4 letters come to mind when you hear Glick. G-O-A-T.
Not bad.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Famous one-liners I've heard from women. Do you take cash or
Famous
check?
one line. What the fuck? What kind of women are you hanging out with, Tony?
Satisfied.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Out was what I hear.
Tony, this was just sent to me
Oh God, here we
on
go.
Snapchat by an anonymous Snapchatter,
He
and I
just
was
told you in the
told
comment
to.
who the fuck it was. Oh, I got to get on his ass. Oh, I'm on your ass. Oh, I'm on your ass.
That's how he picks up them lachi cheese or machi cheese or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the Monchi tea.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Everybody knew it but him. He had to Google it.
Yep.
I'm gonna get you,
Thanks,
Jay. Don't
Tony.
worry.
Now
I'll
I'm in
be in New
trouble.
York this
Thanks,
summer,
Tony.
Jay. I'll be in New York this summer, Jay. Don't you worry. I'm gonna find your ass.
If you feel like you need to take them out, Tony Dean, do it.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. I gotta ask for a favor.
Make sure it's in
96th
Albury,
Street. Is that
please.
Brooklyn or Manhattan? That's all I need to know. Is that Brooklyn or Manhattan? That's all I need to know. I gotta put this thing on my back. Y'all excuse me a second. I'm only in the chicks as well. Manhattan,
Glitch
got you.
trouble.
Got you.
Clint's
Gotcha.
in trouble.
Let me be clear. I don't know whether it was true or not, ma'am. I did see it in the chat. We all thought it was funny and hilarious. We gave him his props. That's what we do on social media. I am not trying to get him fucked up. I am not trying to fuck him up. He's not going to invite me in the show, and I'm going to be the monkey wrench on this motherfucker. If anything, I'm going to help with the tools that need to be used, the mentality that needs to be put in place, and for the love of God, all of the shit that needs to be talked. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna do a podcast tomorrow when I'm driving down to Cincinnati and be like, "Fuck Tony D," and everybody's gonna come there like, "Oh shit, somebody's got problems." Yeah, I got problems with Tony D. No, I don't think I'm in trouble. No, we've all we've all had people in our past, and they stay in the past for a reason.
Yes.
So,
Quick
I'm just-
question: when I type out He-Man, is there a dash in between He and Man?
Yes.
yes,
That's what I thought.
How the fuck
Jeff's
you
all
don't know that?
self-conscious about his spelling and shit now.
How does he not know
Yeah,
that
you
is my
guys got me
question?
fucking all freaking out about everything.
We've
You
done
should
giving
be,
Jeff.
because the
told
spelling
you
was
shit.
bad.
We've done giving Jeff a goddamn complex over here. He's like he's gonna come back next Saturday night and he's gonna be like, hey guys, so I started therapy and I got a tutor
No, you know
to help me
what?
with my
It's
spelling.
not just you. It's not just you. Literally at work, I got yelled at in the beginning, and I literally downloaded Grammarly. It doesn't always work on my Excel.
Nice. That answered that question.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to work when you make the list.
That's what I just said. It doesn't work on my Excel.
And you misspelled Falcon on
Fuck
the
you, Mike.
Millennium
Shut up,
Falcon.
Dude, you misspelled Ben. You Ben B-I-N.
Once again, I type it 90% of the time. I type it while we're doing it.
That's why
And then
Tony
on
D
top
lost.
of that,
Because people
my
were looking at the
editing
list.
my editing time is all about 5 minutes before my wife yells at me. She's like, "Aren't you done yet?" And I'm like, "Oh,
I believe you. I believe you
That's
on
why
that.
Tony lost, because they looked at Tony's list and they're like, "Why the fuck is Tony talking about bins you put stuff in?"
Right.
And then they're like, "Oh, I ain't fucking voting for that guy."
It was an
Not only
inside
is he
job,
black, but we're
exactly.
not voting for this guy.
Right.
He's got 2 stars.
He's putting slang in his terms.
You been.
Assholes.
Oh man. I gotta take my cowboy hat down to Cincinnati tomorrow, boys.
Jeff's
welcome.
trying to.
No, you did nothing for me. You hurt me, Tony.
I helped you. I promise.
You tried to
We
pull this
bleeding.
break.
You hurt. We're bleeding.
Competition makes sense more intense. You're welcome.
You ain't Well, actually, that's not true. You're not competition. You're not competition.
not.
I ain't
I'm not.
worried about you.
I'm not even trying to be. All right, y'all
That's
finish
like-
the show. I gotta fix this up real quick. I'll be right back.
That's like Mike today. Mike was like, "Hey, we were talking before the show, and he was like, hey, just so you know, I don't want you to get mad at me or anything, but I added your girl on Snapchat." I was like, "Okay," or not Snapchat, TikTok. And I was like, "Okay, I know. She told me she was gonna add you." Like, why do you have to? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to apologize. It's not that big a deal, because I think she added you too, Jeff. Right? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, she added me. Well, I added her right after you guys started. Before you ever just went down.
Yeah, it's like I'm not. It's not like you're in her DMs acting out of place, because then I gotta fucking come to Wisconsin or Iowa or Illinois or wherever the fuck you are, and
One way to get you to visit.
that's not a
There you
good
go,
way to
that's
get
one
me to
way.
visit. That is not a good way to get me to visit.
He shows up, punches his face. Okay, great. Now that you're here, let's go do something, dude.
Let's have a beer.
Let's go have a
Show
fucking
up,
beer.
punch him in the face.
Are you
proceed
are you
to-
happy now?
We proceed.
Can we go have a fucking beer?
We proceed to have the Peter Griffin chicken fight.
Yeah.
When it just never ends. Because that would be the one.
When it finally ends, he's like, so since you're here, you want to stay for an extra day? We can go grab something to eat, grab a beer.
Exactly.
I'm hungry. I mean,
No,
Meat.
we got Chicago style pizza here.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Who
What are you
knows?
going? Are you going to bed? Hey, love you.
Well, that's
You want to show everybody your new haircut? Yeah,
Nice.
got him cleaned up today.
Nice.
So I go to a barber. I go to an actual barber shop. I love that barber shop mentality. You go to a little tiny shop. There's one or two barbers. Looks like the Amish guy. Fuck you, Jay. So you're like, everybody knows, like everybody, whether you do or don't know them, everybody in there, you act like you've known each other for the last
Right.
100 years. We all bullshit. We all shoot the shit. So Cash was getting his haircut. It is like you have my guy who cuts my hair, and then the only other, and then there's the other lady. There's just two people that do hair in there. It's my guy, and then the lady that works there, and she's always cut Cash's hair. And what, buddy?
Can I have this?
What is it? Oh yeah, I don't care.
That's the last one.
Yeah, I don't care. I won't eat it. But Cash was getting his hair cut and it was getting a little long and shaggy. And I got done getting my hair, so I was sitting there. We were all bullshitting. I was like, "Oh, Cash, you're gonna look good when you go back to school Monday. All your girlfriends are gonna love you." And he was like, "I don't want no girlfriends." So the guy who cuts my hair, he's like, "Take your hands and look at your hands and go, do you like my new haircut?" Everybody that was in the barbershop, we started dying. Mind you, Cash is only 8 years old. He has no idea what he's talking.
He's like, I don't get it. Don't worry, you'll get it when you're older.
So my guy who cuts my hair, my guy who cuts my hair, he's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Trust me, he's heard a lot worse." We do the podcast, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's right," and and the whole time Cash just had this, like he was still trying to figure it out, and I was like, "Don't worry, dude, you'll figure it out about the time you're 12.
You'll get it one day."
But that's what we said when we were in there. It's not about the haircut; it's about the experience. At the end of the day, exactly. You go in there. You're on common ground. It's the only place in this country, whether you go to a black barbershop or a white barbershop, but it's the only place in this country where you legitimately have freedom of speech anymore. And you can go in there and you can talk sports, you can talk politics, you can talk whatever, and it's fun. Everybody has a good time. So, and that's what I wanted to teach him from an early age, because my first barber that I went to when I was 12, and I went there until I was 21, I think. And it legitimately was 4 barbers. They were all in their 60s. They talked about the war all the time. And then it's a life experience. You learn things.
Oh, yeah.
So,
one of the greatest scenes about a barber in the world is the movie that Clint Eastwood movie, the Gran Torino. he goes in there and he says, "Come on, I know you old cocksucker." He pulls a gun on him.
Right.
Right.
The most iconic line in that movie had absolutely no words in it. Where he just went.
Right.
It's almost impossible to quote that movie because of the simple fact Clint Eastwood plays such the racist character in the world. I can't even. If I quote it, we'll get canceled. I'm sure of it.
I'm pretty sure we've said
No,
a lot
we won't
worse.
get canceled. Just you. Because you're the only one that gets this shit.
Yeah. And both Mike and I will totally go full on Seth Rogen and be like, "We don't know that guy. He isn't our friend." Yeah, I've never even heard of him. Jeff who? Yeah, you should
Throw that
cancel that
motherfucker
guy.
in the bus. I don't need that.
Yeah.
We only had him on there to like show us
Show
not
diversity.
to be.
That we're not afraid of short people.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna discriminate against the short guy, He was below average.
Below average. Yeah, asshole.
Well, we are clearly not getting the news tonight. We are.
Apparently not.
Yeah, we need to get to the news.
Well, we're not getting the news tonight, so maybe we'll get to news Wednesday.
Damn it, I wish you'd do your fucking job. That's why I said it. That's why I said it. That is why I said it.
You want some
Right
news?
there.
My job.
I'll give
My
you some
job.
news.
You want news? I already told you guys news earlier. You want news? You want really good news? You want breaking news? Not really. Well, I guess it
No,
is kind of breaking news.
I have, Chris, real quick, bring up that article that I sent you that we were laughing about today or last night
I'll give you some
about the
news.
break-in
As
because that's short.
yeah. Oh, I gotta find it because you were sending me so much shit last night. There we go.
Oh, I know. I found so many.
Yeah. Here's news for you, Michael. I already said it earlier, but we had all the fuck up and everything like that. But as of Thursday night, my lady and I are official, and she is my girlfriend. And I am her boyfriend, and as she got to say today, it felt good to finally tell some jackass. Or yesterday, last night, not today, but well, technically today. She got to tell some jackass to move along. She has a boyfriend, which is exactly where I'm
Kick
at.
rocks, motherfucker!
Kick rocks, you son of a bitch! Which is where I'm at because I get to say the same thing. I got a girlfriend. Move along, whore.
She said, "There's the door. Don't let it hit you, or the good Lord split you."
Yeah, there. So
I love that line too.
there's news. Jeff sent me. It is just real quick, and I feel like Jeff only sent me this because of the word that is in it. A burglar, a burglar.
Chris cannot say that word, and it is the funniest
cannot-
thing to have him stumble over it.
I cannot say burglar.
This
I
is,
can't
you
say
cannot
it.
buy this kind of content.
Yeah.
That Chris stumbling over the word burglar.
I cannot say burglar.
Burglar.
Why can I say that? It's a simple word. Burglar. Burglar.
think it was.
You know what was my favorite
Burglar.
McDonald's?
Burglar.
My
The
favorite
Hamburglar.
McDonald's toy, and that was
the Hamburglar.
That was the.
See, you just said burglar.
It was a hamburglar.
Yeah.
But I can't say burglar. Burglar. I hate you, Jeff. This is why you're my ex-wife.
This is why we're divorced.
Motherfucker was burgling. It says a burglar, a burglar. Why can I not say that word? I can. Burglar, a burglar, a burglar. Now it sounds fancy. I was. What'd you get arrested for? I'm a burglar. Anyways, but an Oak Hill community couple discovered a thief in their home Saturday after a man told a joke and heard a laugh from upstairs.
The next thing he come on, he said, "Yeah, Daddy, I got a joke for you." He tells her the joke, and all of a sudden, upstairs he hears. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Ugh.
I can literally hear the conversation after. What the fuck was that?
Oh man,
All right,
being left on
boys,
the red makes
our
me
list is
feel
up.
queasy.
I just posted it.
I just seen that. Let's take a look at it.
I literally just posted it, and everything's spelled correctly. I checked everything.
I'm proofreading it.
Go ahead.
Okay. I might be able to pull this and post it on social media, and it might
Yeah, I
work
made
out.
sure everything was the same font size and
Yes.
nothing was too small. And all 6 are on there, and I'm gonna be working on this starting for.
Yeah, because they were just toys. I mean, you had enough
It
room.
is done as well. That's why it wouldn't be so hard this time.
Glitchy is glitchy.
Yeah,
and I can, and she is 100% correct. Now the
Well,
only
since
thing
I'm-
you see is
Since I'm glitchy, I'm gonna go fried chicken.
all right,
Yeah.
and that just leaves me and Jeff. How are you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing excellent. I put out some fires yesterday at work. That's why.
We've
Chris
literally
and I
been
were
doing this
talking,
show
because
for
I had-
We've literally been doing this show for 2 fucking hours. And I say I'm gonna go fried chicken, and the best thing you can come up with after 2 hours of this show is, "Hey, how you doing, Jeff?" Like it's the first time you guys have talked ever.
Fuck you! You went to go fucking.
I
fry
thought you
chicken.
had
Go
to
fry your
piss.
fucking chicken.
Go. Don't
fry
worry
your
about me
fucking
and Jeff.
chicken.
Fry your chicken. Deep fry. 350, 30 minutes. Go.
30 minutes. Fuck you for deep frying for 30 minutes. You know that upsets me. I I have a deep fryer and I haven't used it in like 6 months
Oh, really?
because Chris convinced me to buy an air fryer, and I
Yeah.
did, and now I use that motherfucker all the time because it's awesome.
I have a
Although I'm
deep
not a big
fryer.
fan of the
I
bacon
cannot
that comes
afford
out.
an air fryer. Well, I probably
I got
lost the
mine on
deep fryer
sale.
now. I've lost. I've lost
Okay,
everything.
first of all,
So
Chris doesn't even own a deep fryer, so how the hell is Chris going to convince you to buy, or not a deep fryer, air fryer?
Because
So how the hell am
somebody
I?
had one, and you're like, you should get an air fryer. They're fucking awesome. And I fucking went out the
Well,
next day and bought
you
one.
know what I did, you know what I did last night. I don't even have a deep fryer, but you know what I did last night? We made burgers and fries, and
Uh huh.
because I'm broke, it was cheaper to buy a bag of potatoes. So I bought, rather than like French fries that you just throw in the oven. So I took a pot. Oh, listen, you guys are gonna love this. So, so, I got plenty of oil at my house. I got like 3 bottles of vegetable oil. Don't ask me why. I don't even know why, but I do. So
Only?
what you got?
Dude, I have a minimum of 10 at any time.
Both of you guys
And
are
my shit's
Because
glitching
my
the
deep
glitching.
top. Yeah, you and
my deep
Mike
fryer
are glitching.
takes five
All right,
liters.
I'm gonna refresh it.
Oh,
See
I'm
if it.
glitching too.
Go.
I just know. I just know Glick is. I'm glitching too.
Yes.
Okay. Well, when he comes. Well, wait a minute. We got
You
four,
could
so I
do
can
it.
do
You could do it. Yes.
refresh
That's
as
you're
well.
gone. You're done. You're
There you
done.
go.
You're good. You're
Tanner
good.
Stocks
You're good.
Champions is up now, too.
You're good, Mike.
There
I'm
we
better
go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Had to put my
So,
little tinge
now
in it
that
on,
I'm
so I apologize
underneath
for walking
Glick.
out. But I heard the conversation, and y'all are
No, it's
hilarious.
no problem.
so, so, so last night I was like, I'm gonna make French fries. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna deep fry them and everything. So I come home.
Right?
I get, I'm doing dishes. I'm doing all this other because I'm domesticated, gentlemen. Much like Jeff, I'm domesticated. Jody, just so you
I'm
know, I'm
barely domesticated.
domesticated.
My wife been gone for all week, and I haven't done dishes once.
I am 100%. I am 100% domesticated. I can cook. I can clean. I can do laundry. I can do all that stuff.
You
So
separate your colors from whites?
no, I just throw that shit. No, I don't believe in segregation.
That's.
Unlike
I
some
don't
people in
either.
this
I don't either.
podcast,
I throw it all in at
Jeffrey.
once, man. I don't give a fuck. No, no, no. No, my wife yells at me like, you gotta separate the delicates. And I'm like, fuck that. That shit is washed now.
Oh
I
shit.
don't judge. I don't judge based off the colors. Just throw it all in the washer. But so no, I come home and put my oil in the pan, and
Exactly,
I
like
turn
you.
the
Like you.
I turn the oven on, right?
I got a
I don't
bunch of
have
pink
any
wife
pink shirts.
beaters.
I don't have any pink shirts actually. So I put the
That what
oil in the
she's saying. If
pan
you
and
don't separate the clothes, you'll get pink shirts.
okay. And what I'm saying is I don't separate the clothes and I don't have pink shirts.
It's because you don't have bright red shirts either.
Yes, I do, fucker. Maybe if you learn how to do laundry, you stupid sons of bitches wouldn't wind up with
My
pink shirts.
my shit never turns color.
You wear your son's clothes. I don't want to hear anything about you from clothes.
Speaking of that, we
And
went to
they're
this
big on
this
you.
store. We went to this store. It's called Watch Out for the Dog, and they're super cheap store. That's where I got my Prince shirt. But I got my son wanted this shirt, and the only size they had was my size and up. So I bought it, and I literally wore it one day, and my son was wearing it today.
Yes, Helen. He said he didn't know how to do laundry. There are men who don't know how to do laundry.
I know how to do laundry.
Oh, you got.
Gentlemen,
But
I
go
owe
ahead
you
with
an
your deep
apology.
fried fries
I've got to
story.
host 2 other shows tonight. I didn't realize we was going to go this far.
Lord.
So I've got to drop down. Yeah, I got a busy Saturday night up here. Glick, Jeff, Mike, I want to thank y'all. Honestly, this is always fun. I'm here for the shits and the shenanigans. Glick's hat is bigger than his beard. That's funny as fuck, by the way. Yeah, I
It
said
is
it.
funny as
But
Yeah,
I
I
hell.
look
said
good
it.
in my
10
hat.
gallon hat
But I
for his
look good in
10
my
gallon
hat.
head.
Oh Lord, y'all are
But it's
sick.
not. But it's not as. Unfortunately, that hat is tiny compared to his ego.
This is true, but I can respect that. Thank you, Betty. Lady, lady, I'm not popular. I get requested. I don't make demands. I get requested, so I just go for the bros. I will chop it up with you all. We got Monday. Monday, I think I should be good, Glick, if you want to do it again.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I think
You
Monday
still
should be a
doing
thing.
Wednesday
And
as well?
yep, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday will be a thing moving forward, as always. So,
All right.
like I said, if you can make it on Monday, Mike and Jeff, the same thing applies to them. If they can make it, the invites
Yes.
all go out.
Yes.
Wednesday nights is a normal, and Saturday nights is a normal. I mean, that's like Wednesdays and Saturdays are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Mondays,
Gotcha.
we're still trying to. I would like to make Monday a regular thing,
Yes.
and the invites go out to all four of you guys who can make it. Makes
Absolutely.
it on Monday.
We'll roll with it. But I'm gonna drop down. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Everybody in the chat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
All right,
Thank
Tony.
y'all. This is over.
Hey, much love to you,
We'll be back
Tony.
next week. And Super Bowl is tomorrow.
Yep.
I've been
I
invited to
might
one. I got
actually
invited to a
watch.
second one. I don't know what I'm doing, but I might be live. I might not. Everybody enjoy the game. We'll be
I
chopping
am,
it up as always. And like I said, I will catch y'all for
I
real.
am not going to be
Peace.
live the next 2 days. Well, not until
No,
Monday
you're gonna be
evening.
on the road. We don't expect to see you. Fuck that. No.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, I'm gonna
I
be with my
fully
girl
understand.
We
tomorrow
hear
night.
anything from
Fully
you.
understand. Until I want to brief some
I will be doing
fried
I will
chicken.
be doing the unspeakable and tomorrow night during the Super Bowl for not the unspeakable, but the unspeakable for me being a Browns fan. But I will be rooting on the Bengals tomorrow night.
That is unspeakable inside the state, but it's an
Oh,
in-state
Tony.
defense. Yes, sir.
Chris, send that video. Put it on the chatters, on our feed. That's on Nonsensical Nonsense. That Bengals video I sent you. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. The
song.
Browns fan.
Oh my
Just go ahead and
gosh.
send it to me. I'm gonna drop down. I'll catch y'all later though, for real. All right. I'll be running around
Hey,
all
much
night.
love
But
to you,
appreciate
Tony.
y'all. Y'all
Have
take
fun,
care
man.
for real.
Later, sir. All right, let's talk shit about it behind his back.
Why did everybody turn their cameras off? What the hell is going on?
I'm actually frying chicken. So you've been missing for most of it, part timer.
He is a part timer. Well, part timer has been.
Well, he's new. He's new. What are you doing? Are you Snapchatting?
I am.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, now that the Democrat is gone, we can talk about the bobsled team changing their name of their sled.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that tonight.
I wanted to wait till Tony was gone before I brought it up, because he's a fan. I thought it was funny as hell. That video though, that dude singing that Bangles song. Oh my gosh, I lost it. I don't know where Michael is. Did he go fried chicken as well?
Yeah, I don't know. I do have the
sorry, I
top
was
10,
dying.
the final, the
Oh.
final top 10 in the music. Maybe
Oh,
we can get
yes.
to that tonight.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Or are we going to do that after break? I don't even know where we're at with the break because when we
I don't either, because we're
when we
way
had to
over
quit the
the.
live and then start it up.
Yeah,
again,
we
it
might.
was
Yeah, we
off.
might not have a second break. We might just end.
I was gonna say let's just
Yeah.
scroll through the final
Well, it's
top
9
10 and
It's 9:30
we'll close
my
out the
time,
night.
so you know
Yeah, it's 10:30 here.
it's about what is that? About 30 more minutes, anyways, than when we're usually done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got went really long because we you guys got in that argument about fucking GI Joe.
There was no argument to be had. I was 100% correct.
Oh my gosh, it sounded like an argument to me. You guys arguing about
Yeah,
the
because
beat.
they were wrong
I mean,
and they knew they were wrong and they didn't want to be.
I almost regret saying
I
you
just
gotta have
wanted
the
to keep it going.
decade it came
I
out.
just wanted to keep it going. But
Well, I would have
I
kept it
did
going
see-
because
I did see a documentary about GI Joe and
Have you seen that show, The Toys That Made Us?
Yes, that's
Have you seen that
exactly the
show on
one that I'm
Netflix?
referring to.
It's like, yeah.
The toys
That
that made us,
shit's
the
badass.
movies that made us, and
Yeah.
the scary movies that made us. I'm
No,
watching that right
seriously,
now.
Mike, take your time and watch the greatest documentary, Swear Words, with Nick Cage.
Swear
Holy
Words?
shit, dude. It's the history of swear
No,
words with
no.
Nick Cage.
don't watch
Holy
any of
shit,
that bullshit. Watch
Fucking
The
hilarious.
Cabin. Watch The Cabin on Netflix with Burt Kreischer.
Oh no, that's funny too.
Brendan Fraser?
That's fucking
no,
funny
with
as hell.
Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer.
I heard.
Kreischer, sorry.
Did you ever watch
he's
that?
a stand-up
Did
comedian.
you ever watch the Jason Momoa movie, Daddy's Girl or Little Girl or whatever?
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
It looks good.
You need to get on that shit. That's a really good movie.
I am
It-
literally open to
it-
new movies because I just finished Psych today.
That's a good movie.
Last
That's,
night when Chris and I were talking, I was watching the
Yeah.
movies, and I
I
finished.
feel
Yeah,
like
no,
I actually feel like
that's what prompted the phone call from Jeff was the Psych movie thing, and then just turned into just a whole bunch of other dumb shit.
Well,
that, like,
anybody that is a quote unquote psycho, which is a fan of Psych, will know the oh, I don't know if Chris, if you saw the after show. It's like right after the final episode came out, they did the after show. They auctioned off the Blueberry, and the last they gave the last two prices they gave, it went from 13,000 to 32,000 in minutes because somebody was like, "Fuck that! I gotta have this fucking thing." The Blueberry is a Toyota Yaris. It's what they drove through seasons 1 through.
it was Gus's car. I gotta get Jody on Psych because she likes stupid
She'll get it.
comedies,
I
dumb
think she'll
comedies.
I haven't seen the show. It's not because I feel like it's below me or anything. It's just I haven't got to it yet.
The great thing about Psych comes down to if you're a fan of 80s movies and 80s references, there not an episode goes by they don't do a reference to actors and yeah. Don't be Goose from Top Gun, Mike. You need to watch it. there's
So,
a
but
Psych
with that being
reference.
said, let's. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's do this real quick.
Yeah.
Let's wrap. Sorry, I can't
Top
think
10?
right now. Yeah, let's finalize this top 10 list. It's my top 10 because it's my show and I do everything and I have a microphone.
This one's
So here's my
Snapchat,
fucking
by the
top
way.
10.
Yeah.
You stupid
Well,
pricks.
that's just like your opinion, man.
Come on, son.
Where's my top 10 at? So we got the top 10 list of the 50 most iconic. I hate this word, and Jeff likes to use this word a lot when he makes his list. I don't like the word iconic, but I'm going to change it to the 50 most best songs of all time.
Or popular.
Yeah, most popular.
I think
iconic.
iconic is overused. It is overused.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's tossed around a lot.
That's why I was talking to you. I don't feel like saying, when we do our iconic list, I don't feel like it's fair to talk about low-hanging fruit because
They are.
Well, and
it
that's
might be iconic to somebody, and it might feel like, oh, that's an easy button for other people, and then
No, but that's like getting that's like getting into the word cool.
It feels
When
like
you really
it's
think
too,
about it, everybody thinks they're cool.
It's too, and much like this list, it's too opinionated.
Right.
This me and Glick just went at it over Braveheart. I call that an iconic movie. Glick doesn't.
We
It's
call
a
you
good
retarded.
movie, but he doesn't like it. You fucking retarded. It's an opinion.
I wasn't the only one that said it wasn't iconic. Everybody else in this podcast said it wasn't an iconic movie, but you just targeted me.
I've seen it twice, and it's really not that good.
It's a
Good movie. Like
It's
for
a
what
really
it
good
is.
movie. Is it historically accurate? Absolutely no.
No, not even remotely. The
No, but
accents
for
are
what
bad.
it is, for what it is a good movie.
Yeah,
how the hell did I do that?
it's a good, hey, let's watch something that we've seen 400,000 times. Okay, yeah, we'll throw that out.
I
No,
wouldn't
it's
say,
like I said,
I wouldn't
it's
say
a good
Mark
movie.
says
but-
overrated, but it was a good movie.
I wouldn't say it was
leave it at that.
overrated, but I feel like it was good for what it was and when it came out.
For the time.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
for the time.
dated. I feel like it's dated. I watched it the other day and it really shows age now.
Right back.
But and then when you go for Mel Gibson roles, I still feel like it's on the top of his list. And then when you go through the movies that he directed, I still feel like that's top of his list. So I mean,
That's
it's.
debatable. I mean,
But
that gets
but
into the
how many
whole
movies did
iconic
Mel
issue.
Gibson?
It's like
How many
that's
movies
debatable.
did Mel Gibson? He did what? Apocalyptica, Jesus, or I mean, The Passion, and then Braveheart. Those are the only three movies he directed that I know of. You know, so it's just like obviously if he only did like three movies, Jonathan Frakes have directed more movies than freaking Mel Gibson, and Jonathan Frakes is Star Trek.
Couldn't pick him out of a lineup. Just saying.
You would pick him out. He was number one for Next Generation. Jonathan Frakes, Will Riker.
Nerd. I don't say that word too often.
See, and once again,
But when you start
that's
talking
also
Star
an opinion.
Trek, when you start talking Star Trek, my brain
I will
just
blow
flashes
your
red.
mind. I will blow your mind with Star Trek. Everything that we're doing tonight on this podcast is thanks to Star Trek. So you're welcome.
That's debatable.
Debate it.
Fuck did he just
You will
say?
lose.
Thank you. It actually is more.
Debate it. You will lose.
How
Google
will
Glass,
I lose?
laptops,
Oh my god.
cell phones, Bluetooth, all
They're not
started
directly.
on Star Trek. All.
Ugh.
Literally, the history of how a cell phone came to being was. I saw Captain Kirk talking on his communicator and said, "I want to do that too," and he invented the cell phone. What else you got to say?
Can we put him on break again? No, the thing is though, I mean, don't get me wrong, Shatner's a fucking genius. Because he talks like every line is its own sentence. But other than Shatner, I could give two shits when it comes to Star Trek. And I get it. It does has its moments. I'll give you that. But
No, wait, I don't. Look,
it's just a.
I mean, I could really hurt your feelings and talk about how
Oh, you can't hurt my feelings,
it
please.
takes a certain level of intelligence to understand Star Trek, and you don't like it because you just don't
No.
understand
Don't go
it.
down that road.
But I'm not
Don't get me
going
wrong.
to do that.
I understand it. I understand that it's boring as shit. That's what I understand. It is boring as shit fodder.
Because you don't get all
There's a
because you
word
don't
for
get
ya.
all the
Fodder.
references because you're
I
going
get every
side
reference.
references 80s and all this other stuff and
Uh-huh.
Star Trek actually references books. They make whole movies based Star Trek The Wrath of Khan was literally Moby Dick retold.
Are you two fucking virgins
We're
done?
waiting on you.
No,
Yes.
I'm here. I've been here. I've done been here, and I'm looking over this, and I'm like, these two fucking ass clowns.
We
Mike wants to
we were-
fucking jerk off to Star Wars or Star
Right.
Trek or whatever the
It
fuck
makes-
it's called.
The problem I have with Star Trek, it just makes me want to shoot
And-
myself in the head.
And you know what? The only thing I gotta say, and Jeff, if Jeff doesn't get this, he needs to Google it. Hawaiian
It took
Slow
them
Girl.
50 years. It took them like 40 years to make a good Star Trek movie, and that was when they did it with Chris Pine.
There you go.
Yeah, I
There
said what I
you
said.
go.
Deal with it.
I
Yeah.
100% agree because I do like the Chris Pine movies of Star Trek.
Y'all
I
are
actually enjoyed
fucking
them.
retards.
But he ran away. Oh, what's the line?
you
What's
know
the
why
line
you
from
ran away?
Clerks
Mute
2?
myself.
What's the line from Clerks 2? We got a. Where's the mop at? I just trolled a Trekkie so hard he threw up.
Yeah. He ran away because he knows I'm right. Anyways,
Yes.
we're gonna round out this. We'll do something segmented
he's
on this
crying,
fucking
Mike.
show tonight.
He ran away.
He's currently hanging himself, just so you know.
Yeah.
But we got the 50 most or the 50 best songs of all time. I don't want to say iconic.
Yes.
Let's do a real quick recap
Yep.
of 50 through 19, and then we'll get into the top 10. And I hate number one. I hate the fact that number one is where it is. But number 50, Best of My Love by The Emotions. Number 49, River Deep Mountain High by Ike and Tina Turner. A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. Number 47, When Doves Cry by Prince. Number 46, Dancing in the Streets by Martha Reeves and the Vandals. Number 45, My Generation by The Who. Mind you, they were only on this list once, and the Beach Boys were on this list multiple times. Michael.
He's still muted. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's still crying.
He can hear us. He can hear us. Number 44, The Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Loving Feeling. Number 43, The Beach Boys, You've Lost That... Or no, wait, I'm sorry. Number 43, The Beach Boys, God Only Knows. Number 42, Dire Straits. Dire Straits was ahead of The Who. Michael, how does that make you feel? With Sultans of Swing, Ray Charles, who got us muted across the board. From What I Say. Number 40, The Rolling Stones with Give Me Shelter.
Yes.
Number 39, the iconic, and I will say iconic, for Mr. James Brown with Papa's Got a Brand New Bag.
James Brown.
Number 38, Ben E. King with Stand By Me.
Good song.
Number 37, we got the Beatles coming in with A Day in the Life.
Not my favorite.
The Police with the Stalker's Anthem, Every Breath You Take.
Yeah, no shit.
Sampled by Sean Puffy P. Diddy Combs after Biggie died.
Yep.
Number 35, Jeff Buckley with Hallelujah. Beautiful song. If you've never heard it, hear it. Listen to it. Do yourself a favor and listen to it. Number 34, Mr. Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry.
Yes.
Number 33, it's your cousin, Marvin
Berry. You know that new sound
Mr.
you've
Chuck
been
Berry.
looking for?
Mr. Chuck Berry with Johnny Be Good. The Beatles come in again at number 32 with Yesterday. Jimi Hendrix
Good song.
sneaking into the list at number 31 with Purple Haze. The Beach Boys yet again for the second time after the Who with Good Vibrations.
Good vibration.
We got ABBA coming in at number 29 with Dancing Queen. Number 28, Sly and the Family Stone. Family Affair. Miss Aretha Franklin coming in at 27.
R-E-F-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
Yeah, there. Simon and Garfunkel coming in at 26 with Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Good song.
Radiohead with Creep. Not a big fan of Radiohead,
I like
but I
that
gotta
song,
give
though.
them credit for that goddamn song. That song was
That's a
something else.
catchy fucking tune. Will stick in your head for months.
The Ronettes with Be My Baby. And I believe, what was the gentleman's name in the 80s that did that did a song, and just like Ronnie said, he was like, just like Ronnie said. And she
Yeah,
actually,
I know the song.
yeah, and she actually sang that verse.
Yeah. I did that. No, look, he's coming back. Just wipe the tears
Number
from his eyes.
23, Bruce Springsteen with Born to Run.
Good song.
Number 21, Miss Judy Garland, Over the Rainbow. Number 20, Elvis
Debatable.
Presley for the first time on the list with Heartbreak Hotel. David Bowie comes in for the first time on the list at number 19 with Life on Mars. The Queen of R&B, and I'll give her that label, judge me if you will, but Miss Whitney Houston
Yes.
with a remake of a Dolly Parton song, I Will Always Love You. She did do it better than
Nobody can
Dolly.
hit that. She did. But Dolly Parton wrote that song, too.
Yeah, Dolly, that's Dolly's song, and I love Dolly, but
I love me some Dolly.
but Whitney killed it.
Whitney killed it.
Why
She
these
killed it.
assholes are on any list when it comes to music at number 17, I don't know. But Oasis would live forever.
Not my favorite.
Number
Oasis.
16 with Chubby Checker checking in with the Twist.
Twist. Come on, let's twist again. Like
Number
we did on
15, the man sold his soul to the devil to make fantastic music. You're not allowed to play it in the guitar shop, but it's Led Zeppelin with Stairway to Heaven.
To heaven. Stairway Denied.
Yes. Number 14, Sir Elton John.
Yes,
with
the
your
song is very
song.
important.
Number 13, the Eagles with a song, about the Cecil Hotel.
Welcome
And if
to
you don't know
the
what the Cecil,
Hotel California.
if you don't know what the Cecil Hotel is, do yourself a favor.
Google that shit.
Look it up. Season 5 of American Horror Story was based off of that hotel, actually.
Oh, no shit. I seriously
Yep.
need to watch that shit.
The Kinks come in. The Kinks come in at number 12, way above the Who, with their one-time song with Waterloo Sunset. Number 11, I do like this song. I'm not a fan of punk music, but I do like this song. And if you heard it, you would know what I was talking about. You won't know it by the name of it. But The Clash with London Calling.
Oh, no, I love that song.
And now, boys, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the top 10. We are in the top 10. We're going to finalize this list tonight. I have to find a new list for Wednesday. Coming in at number 12.
I agree with you completely, Mark. I disagree with some that are on the list.
He's still
We all
mad that
disagree
Who's
with
so
some
low.
that are on the list.
No,
But
it's
Mike
true.
also only knows 5 bands. And it's the Who, the Who, the Who, and the Who.
He knows
and
the who, the what, the why, the where, and the when.
But anyways, I didn't make this list. I didn't write
Some
this
of the
list.
artists that are on the list, I agree with the artists being on the list, but I don't necessarily agree with the songs that they picked to put on the list.
Well, I think the whole list comes up on
This-
the fact
this-
that they're all beloved by so many.
Yeah,
And
because
it's
I
like a
like
compilation.
Elvis Presley, but I do not feel like Heartbreak Hotel was as strong as his strongest song.
No, I love
No,
Teddy.
not his strongest song at all. And actually, the only one of his songs that made it onto the list.
Which is weird because
surprising.
Jailhouse Rock
I
is
personally,
amazing.
one of my favorite, and I love Elvis, just so you guys know.
Yeah,
one
I
of
do
my
too.
favorite songs by Elvis is Suspicious Minds.
I
Oh, no, I
love that
this
fucking
song.
song.
And
No,
then I love
the-
Love Me Tender. I like
Yeah.
it when he just broke it down.
The
and just did
obscure
Love Me
song
Tender.
that I like is what's it called? Oh, I gotta think of it. Go ahead.
Don't be. Don't
No,
be
it's
to a heart that's true.
But I'm telling you guys, look up that Clash song, London Calling, and as soon as you hear the opening,
Yeah, you'll know
opening
it.
music, you'll know it. You'll absolutely know
I
it.
said what? Alexa, what's the name of the song by Elvis? I said what?
What the hell? He's over there yelling. But number
According to
10 on the
Alexa
list
Elvis
in the front.
contributor, Elvis's last song
Here,
was
Mike,
on
we can still hear
Nonsensical.
her. Coming in at number 10, my middle daughter is named after this. My middle daughter is named after the lead singer of this band, and it's Guns N' Roses. Yeah, it's a good song. Guns N' Roses with "Sweet Child O' Mine."
Ah, that is a good tune.
That is a good tune, and Slash fucking murdered it on
Yeah,
that
he did.
fucking guitar solo. I love that fucking song. She
There's
got
actually a few-
eyes of
there's
the
a few-
bluest skies, and she's on her.
That's a good tune.
There's a few British people on this list, Mark.
There's several British people on this list. Calm
Elton
down,
John's
Mark.
on the list.
The Sex Pistols
Oh yeah,
coming in at number 9 with "God Save the Queen."
good song.
I don't know what it was meant to be.
Not
Don't
my
worry
favorite.
about it. We were just singing. Slash rocks the hell out of that song. Absolutely. For the second time on the list, coming in at number 8, the Rolling Stones. I can't get no satisfaction.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Can't get no
Satisfaction.
satisfaction.
Coming in at number 7 for the first time, Mr. Bob Dylan
Ooh,
with "Like a Rolling Stone."
yes, good song.
Great song. Coming in at number 6, the Beatles, yet again. They finally make the list. Well, actually, "Yesterday" is a really good song. I do love "Yesterday."
Yeah,
But one of my
Yesterday.
favorite Beatles songs, and I know it's a low-hanging fruit, as we like to say, but I love this song. Hey Jude.
I love that song.
Don't
It's probably my favorite Beatles songs
Okay.
would be "Yesterday," "Hey Jude." Help, and I
Help
want
is
to
a good song.
understand.
I
I'm
like
sorry.
Yellow
I love Yellow
Submarine.
Submarine. I love that song. I showed my
Yeah,
wife the
I loved
video the
it.
other day, and she's like, "Is this new?"
We
I
all
said, "No, this is the
live in a
original."
yellow
In
He's
a
like,
submarine.
yellow
"Jesus, were they? How much
submarine.
acid
A
were they on?"
yellow
And I was like, "A lot."
submarine.
Yep. There you go, Mark. And you want the British? We're bringing the British.
Yeah, bring in the British, man.
John Lennon's son,
We
Hey
all
Jude. Yes,
live
exactly,
in a
Leggy.
yellow submarine.
Coming in at number 5. You guys ready?
Yep.
Queen with Bohemian
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Rhapsody.
Mama,
Mama,
I
I
just
just
killed a
killed a man.
man. Put a
Put
bullet
my gun against his head. Pull
pull
the.
the
I can't sing, but I
trigger.
know
Now
about it
he
too. Don't judge
lies dead.
me.
Mama,
Mama,
life has just begun.
Yes.
Good fucking tune.
Coming in at number 4. Michael Jackson. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who sings that I am the one. But the kid is
All
not
about a
my
pregnancy
son.
test.
Coming in at number 3. U2 with One.
Okay.
Yeah, good song.
I'm not a big
Not
fan of
huge.
YouTube.
Not a
Coming in at
huge
number, I like the Joshua Tree album by U2. Really good
I
album.
like
Sunday
I
Bloody
like
Sunday
maybe
is
one or
another
two
good.
songs by YouTube, but I'm not a huge YouTube fan.
They're douchey. I find
U2?
YouTube douchey.
Yeah, they are a
douchey.
little bit douchey. They are a little
Woke
bit douchey.
Jeff, ladies and gentlemen. Woke
But
Jeff.
I
don't
do
care.
I do like U2.
It's a sarcastic
Uh,
woke.
Joe,
I just don't
Mama
like
Joe,
YouTube.
Mama Glick, she was a U2 fan, so they grew on me. They are really douchey people. They are really douchey
Mark
guys.
says,
but,
"You see, I'm not the only good thing to come out of Britain." And
okay,
that's
first
debatable.
and foremost,
That's debatable.
you and
Calm down,
good.
Chief.
I love you, Mark, but I don't know if you're good. But
I never said I met any of them. I just said they seem douchey.
coming in at number 2, and I love this fucking song.
Leggy, that's
Another
judging
Brit.
a book by its cover. What?
And that would
Well,
be
no,
some
I've
of
never
this
met
song.
any of them, but their personality,
Honestly,
you know,
say
when you
that
see them
I don't
in
care
interviews
how
interviews
and
and
shit.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm not a big YouTube fan because I'm not a big YouTube fan. I have listened to
I
some
do
of
like
their
I like their
I
music.
like
Now
their
he's
music,
getting woke.
but I don't really like their music. Unlike
No,
some
I like their
people
music.
that just say, "Well, they just seem douchey to me." I don't
They
like them
do.
because they're douchey.
I don't
Well,
like
it's the
people
same
that
thing
like,
about. Okay, well, you know what? It's the same thing about Metallica.
They could be a saint.
Metallica's a bunch of
Metallica-
No.
Metallica's a bunch of fucking douchebags, and
Oh, yeah.
their fucking music was horrible after the Black Album. But
Yes.
they're fucking douche canoes.
Yeah.
They're a
Agreed.
cookie cutter band.
Yeah, exactly.
Metallica.
Yeah,
is
Megadeth
a
was
cookie cutter-
Megadeth
is a
was
cookie
way
cutter
better.
band.
It was
Oh, really?
and is
Anybody,
a million times better than Metallica.
I like Pantera as well. Cowboys from Hell is one of the
I said-
greatest metal
Leggy
songs
just
ever.
put you in your place, Jeff.
Okay.
She can tell you. You
I
two
said
are
they
not
seem like douchey people.
Exactly, and that's what
Oh.
I said. That's the same thing. Jeff and I both said they seem like douchey people.
Yeah,
I
you
like
watch interviews and
U2.
some-
I like their music. I like
They
their
seem
music.
douchey.
But the guys, they seem a little douchey.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's an
Just
opinion.
saying.
Leggy, calm down.
It's a goddamn opinion. We're
You just told
opinionated
a woman to
motherfuckers.
calm down. Holy shit.
I did not say they were douchey. I said they seem like douchey
Seem.
people. I will listen to the audio back, and if I said they are douchey, then I will apologize the next time we are live.
There you go.
I will apologize. But they seem like douchey people when they do their interviews and you hear them talking and stuff like that. But I like U2. I like their music. Anyways, number 2 coming in on the list.
I expect an apology, he says. Woo!
Well,
Somebody's
okay, I'll
triggered.
listen to the audio. It's not the first time we've triggered Leggy. I'm sure it won't be the last time. And if I said they are douchey and I didn't specify that they seem douchey, I will apologize. But coming in at number 2, I love this fucking song. I absolutely love this song. It is one of my favorite songs. Mr. John Lennon with Imagine.
That is a good song.
Yeah. And I hate this number one. I hate this band. The lead singer of this band, the greatest thing he ever did for music was to eat a fucking shotgun. Nirvana comes in at number one with "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
The problem I have with this song, I like the song. However,
The songs,
problem I have,
I hate
it's
the song.
overplayed.
Wait a minute. What was
It's
number
overplayed.
one? That
Nirvana.
was
Teen
Judy
Spirit by
Garland.
Yes,
Nirvana
yes.
is number
Nirvana.
one. Nirvana beats Judy Garland, the Beatles,
Here's
Yes,
the thing.
yes.
Liza Minnelli.
and
I hate it. Okay,
And
so
I cannot
so-
confirm or deny this, but I think this is based on plays. On like
this
Spotify.
no, it's not based
How many
on
times-
plays.
No?
This list. There was a list put out. So many songs, and people voted on this list. I hate Nirvana. I don't like Kurt Cobain. Their music was trash. The only thing good that came out of Nirvana was probably one of the greatest musicians of all time, Mr. Dave Grohl.
No, Dave Grohl.
He was the drummer for Nirvana.
Right.
I disagree with number one too. I said it from Jump Street when I started this list. I said I hate the number one pick. I said it from Jump Street. I hate
like
Nirvana.
I said, the
I
problem
can't
I have-
stand
the
Kurt
problem I
Cobain.
have-
And the greatest thing Kurt Cobain did, and I do not condone suicide. Do not kill yourselves, people. But the greatest thing that Kurt Cobain did for this world was eat a 12-gauge shotgun.
The only reason I disagree with that statement is it did give us a lot more of Courtney Love. And I find that a problem.
There's nothing good about that bitch either. She should have eaten one at
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
time he did.
But if Kurt Cobain wouldn't have shot himself, we would have never heard of Courtney Love. Not as much anyway.
Yeah, no. So,
I'm not a big Cobain fan.
Butch Vig went on to Garbage too.
I'm
Garbage
a
is
big
not a
Nirvana
good
fan.
band. You
I'm
know
trying
what?
to figure out
That's your
why-
opinion. That is your opinion. You like
Is that your
Garbage. I don't
opinion?
like Garbage. I do like the Garbage song "When It Rains." I do like
That
that
is a
song.
good song. And that is
Yeah.
the only garbage song I know. So
I'm trying to figure out why the Temptations aren't on it, or why.
Right. The Pips.
Again, I did not make this list. This
No,
list
we know
was
that.
voted upon by people. I didn't make this list. I didn't
It
or
just
anything like
goes
that.
to show the
But yeah.
masses are retarded.
100%.
I mean, ZZ Top, ZZ Top.
Right.
Mention
ZZ
one.
Top,
ZZ
they have-
Top is the
there's
big
only
band.
like There's only like maybe
Yeah,
two
mid-range.
bad ZZ Top songs.
And then in the bad,
I'm not a big
bad
ZZ Top
songs,
fan.
The
Still
bad
good.
ZZ Top fans
Yeah.
are funny.
They're
Like,
they're absolutely
like Burger Man.
again. I said,
a bad song,
I didn't-
but is
I didn't make the list. I didn't make the list. Don't judge me. I agree. I don't like number one. I said it. I said it from the beginning. I said this is going to be a 5-part list, and I hate the number one pick. But let me.
Oasis should be in there.
God damn! I hate that I'm about to. I hate that I'm about to do this. I hate that I'm about to do this. But as far as Nirvana goes, they did introduce.
Dave Grohl.
No. They did introduce and bring to mainstream music. I don't like this genre of music,
grunge.
but I do like some bands that came out of this genre of music. But they did introduce grunge to the world.
Yes.
They
And
well,
I
let's
have
say
to
okay,
admit,
wait a
I've
minute.
rocked
Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack for a second. I don't know if they introduced grunge to the world, but they made grunge mainstream and they made grunge popular. I hate Nirvana. Anybody who knows me, Mark, you've been around for a long time. I don't know if Mark's still in here, but Mark knows I hate Nirvana. I don't like grunge. But you got bands like Pearl Jam, which I love Pearl Jam.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
You got Creed, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, we don't like Creed. Yeah, you do. Shut up. You like Creed. You
they wouldn't be
jackass.
popular
Creed,
if you didn't
Creed
like
got
them.
me through a lot of hard
Hmm?
times when I was in high school.
Well,
So,
even
I mean,
Bush with their glycerine
Bush.
song and
Yeah,
and
Bush. and so
Machine
so
Head and all
Nirvana.
that. Come
So
on,
so
son.
I kind of see where Nirvana was placed so high. I'm a music guy. I love music. Leggy, I know you're into music, and you and I could talk music for fucking days. But I hate Nirvana. I don't like Nirvana. I never liked Kurt Cobain. He was a whiny little bitch. But at the end of the day, we got Dave Grohl out of Nirvana. I love Dave Grohl. I would love to meet Dave Grohl. The man plays every instrument known to mankind. He can sing his ass off. And a lot of
Oh,
times when the
funny
Foo Fighters,
story. I just saw an interview with Dave Grohl. And do you know who taught his daughter how to play piano? Paul motherfucking McCartney taught
oh
his
really?
daughter how to play piano. They became friends. Dave Grohl's wife and Paul McCartney's wife became friends. And one day, Paul McCartney was over at the house and they were getting ready to leave, and he saw Dave Grohl's piano sitting over there. And McCartney went over and started playing, going to town. And next thing you know, Paul McCartney and Dave Grohl's daughter wrote a song, and she stopped playing the piano because Dave Grohl walked in and she's playing that song, and he's just sitting there watching, going, "Wow, she's amazing." And she stopped playing because of it. She's like, "No, I don't want to be seen." I was like, "Come on, son." But yeah, I saw that interview the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's gonna be your piano teacher, that's the one you want.
I love watching my kids Snapchat because my kids' Snapchat stories are the most random fucking things. like, like Buggy,
With weird emojis under their eyes.
yeah. Well, Buggy just posted a Snapchat. I don't know what the hell Cash was doing, but he was out there and he was like, like I said earlier, we just went and got our haircut today, so he was like fixing his hair, and then all of a sudden he's like making shadow puppets on the wall. I don't know what they were doing. My kids are. I love my kids. They piss me off, but I love my kids.
Yeah, mine as well. They pissed me off completely. That's why I have to apologize to the fans. Not that anybody cares if I'm here, but when I jumped off last Wednesday, I mentioned it.
I
To
gotta
you
find
guys,
that video.
But my kids went over into somebody's backyard and broke their water pipe, and it's going to cost me roughly close to $300 to fix it. So that's the emergency. Like literally, I got done fixing it. You guys were done. I got done stopping the water from coming out, and I was soaking wet from head to toe, and not in a good way. It was a bad night for me.
Did Tony come back? Why is he backstage?
Yeah, he is. He is back, but I think it's because we're unfortunately we're getting ready to wrap up. There he is.
The other two appointments I had, one went through, the second one didn't. So I apologize for
Oh, he
having
did
to
come
leave.
back.
That's no big deal.
Yeah, I apologize for having to leave. The second broadcast I'm supposed to do, they're not even responding, but he's on live with somebody else. So, like I said, I tried.
So here's my question for you, Tony.
I just want to
Okay.
say
What
thank
is
you,
your
Tony.
thoughts? What is your thoughts on
Nirvana.
Nirvana?
First of all, Glick, what are you thinking before? Did I really get you in trouble?
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay. I want to make
No, I'm
sure.
saying.
I will fix that shit. My thoughts on
No.
Nirvana. All I know was that one song I wasn't a fan of it. Was
I was saying
Rock
thank you
Me
for
Up.
leaving abruptly.
Oh, I apologize. I do. And I did have things set up. I thought we'd have been done by now when the other one would have started.
Yeah, unfortunately
Yeah.
we went crazy weird today.
But we do that every damn time.
Yeah.
They were grunge.
We do what we do, and that's what makes us great.
It was a classic cult one-hit wonder.
It was. Well, and Nirvana was not.
I mean,
Nirvana was not a one-hit wonder by any means.
No,
I
they
guess-
had
But
a
that
couple
particular
good
song,
songs.
and like I said, oh excuse me, I hate Nirvana. I fucking hate Nirvana.
They were
But that
number one on
one
the
song-
list of that top 10 of that
But
top
that
50.
no,
they were
that
number
that
one.
that song, that one song, listen to the lyrics.
Oh, it's terrible.
Look, if you don't want to listen to the lyrics, no, it's not. No, the lyrics are phenomenal. Look them up.
The message.
Look up the lyrics to Teen Spirit, and really feel that message.
Huh.
Because
It was saying
Cobain,
something.
as much as I don't like Cobain and I don't like Nirvana, but listen to or read the lyrics to Teen Spirit, and that motherfucker was legitimately, and any one of the four of us on this podcast right now will agree with this. That motherfucker came from his heart when he wrote that damn song.
That's the word I got. Yes, that's the word
Yeah.
I got.
He legitimately came from his fucking heart and how he was feeling and where he was. And like I said, Nirvana did as far as music goes, and me being a music guy, and I'm not one genre of music. I'm legitimately a guy who knows music from every genre, every era, everything like that. As much as I can't stand Kurt Cobain and I can't stand Nirvana, look at the lyrics to that fucking song.
Honest
It'll
question. Why
fuck you
I
can't
up.
you
pulled them
stand them?
up.
They
Why
are.
can't
They
you
I
are.
pulled
stand
them
They
them?
up.
are
You want
surely
me to
up
read
there.
them?
I don't.
I'd read them, but
I
I'm
don't.
terrible. at reading.
I have. I
It
have.
starts out. I have it here. It starts out. Load
I
up
have
your
them
guns.
here.
Bring your friends.
I
It's
have. I have
fun
a
to
problem.
lose and to pretend.
Well, you don't have to
She's
read all the lyrics.
overboard. She's
But I have. I have a problem. I have a problem with people who would rather wallow in their self pity
Do
and
something
and
about it.
and 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 oh, my life is so hard,
Wait a minute.
rather than do something about it. And that's
Well,
where Kurt Cobain
Yeah.
lived.
In all seriousness, how bad did Kurt Cobain have it? He
I
was
don't know.
making shit tons of money.
No.
After,
No,
once they got
well,
famous, yeah.
you can't
But before then,
just
did he
just
have
Yeah.
because
any?
you make a shit ton of money. I could be one of the richest men on the planet, but just because and I
I
can
mean,
still be going
look at
through
Robin
shit.
Williams.
No, I
Yeah,
get that.
Williams.
yeah.
Okay,
You
okay,
know,
I get you.
just because
I'm
he
just
said
saying.
he was
I'm just saying.
Robin Williams
you
once
think of
said.
Williams.
Robin Williams once said, "The saddest people on earth,"
Are the ones that
and
walk around with
and
heart.
this isn't an exact quote. This isn't an exact quote, but Robin Williams said some of the saddest people on earth will do everything they can to make those around them smile because they don't want them to feel what he feels or what I feel.
Right.
It's a given. Now, here's my thing
Yeah,
about Nirvana and
That's
Kurt Cobain and them. The lyrics sound like
he did.
poetry based on what you just
yes,
read, Jay.
It is poetry.
It sounds
It
like
is
it
poetry.
poetry.
is.
Um, I think
But
he
here's the
got
thing. Let
rich
me compare it to this.
afterwards. I think he got rich
Let me
Yes.
compare it
afterwards.
to this.
And the
That's
and
the
the
song that
song
made them rich.
says the song sounds like a lot of depression, frustration,
He suffered.
and
He suffered a lot. Like he
yes,
would. But here's the thing. Let me compare it to this. Let me compare it to this. So Kurt Cobain wallowed in his own self pity and sadness and this, that, and the other thing, and he didn't do anything about it. What he did about it was take a coward's way out, and he killed himself.
Yes.
He could
people
have
say
been
that
one of
about
the
suicide people, but I don't agree
yeah.
with that. But people say that about folks who commit suicide. I disagree
Yeah.
with that. But go ahead.
He and like I said this earlier, and I hate to say this, but the word iconic is thrown around a lot, and it's
That's
thrown
fair.
around really
Yes.
easy.
That's
Kurt
fair.
Cobain could have gone down in history had his demons had his demons not got the best of him,
Better of
Can
him.
we
which is
count our
exactly what
blessings?
happened.
Can we count our
Nope.
blessings if we
Let me
defeat
ask
our
you
own
about
demons?
the
Yeah,
Chester
exactly.
thing.
Because not
So
everybody can fight their demons. I don't mean to cut you off, Mike. I do
no,
apologize. People, not
You're
everybody
fine.
can fight their demons, and some demons are stronger than others. I think a bunch of us can
not
agree
not
with that.
we're not all as we're not all. I mean, I can't speak for any one of you guys
Of
here.
course,
I
of
can
course.
only speak for myself. I've fought my demons. I've lived in the darkness. I'm not a good person. I've done a lot of terrible things in my life.
Well, there's no
But
argument
I've
here.
fought my demons, and I continue to fight. Some of us, like Tony said, some of us are, yeah, some of them are still here. God damn it, Joe. but, but you know
No,
what?
about you being a good
You
person.
know,
There's no argument that you're bad.
yeah, well, you know what it happens. But at the end of the day, had Kurt not done what he did, and I know I'm backtracking now because I said the
No, it's
greatest thing he
fair
ever
because
did.
when you put yourself to a moment, you got to look afterwards. Keep
Yeah.
going.
So
Yeah.
so had Kurt not done what he did, as much as I hate to say this, and I know we throw this word around, but I'm going to say it in a serious moment right now.
Sure.
Kurt Cobain would have probably been one of the most iconic musicians
Oh
in
yeah.
our
Well,
in
the
history.
man could write some lyrics, as Tony
He wrote
said.
some great lyrics.
They
That was
do
poetry.
read like poetry, and I think if he wouldn't have pulled the gun on himself and did what he did, his songs, his newer songs, like if a new song of his came out today,
I'll be right back.
it would be mind-blowingly amazing.
We don't know that.
But
And let's be clear.
and here's the thing.
Well,
Here's the
let him
thing.
finish.
No, that's my
Here's the
opinion.
thing. I was gonna go fried chicken, but Jeff, you just said that. But here's the thing. In today's society, and this is the problem.
That's
And
true.
Jeff, you and I touched on this a long time ago, early in the podcast. In today's society, I was actually talking to Jody about this the other day. Having a mental illness or dealing with mental illness has become trendy.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, everybody has.
I agree. Yes.
Everybody suffers from depression. Everybody suffers from this. Everybody suffers from that. And for those of us who legitimately have gone through that, you know what? I have fought depression and anxiety
or
and
what's worse,
and
or
anger
what's worse,
issues most of my
becomes-
life.
It becomes an excuse.
Yeah.
It becomes an excuse to
Or a
justify.
crutch.
Mike,
Or a crutch.
I want to agree with what you just said.
Yeah.
Because the way
But it's
Blake
not a crutch
said,
because-
it's becoming cliche, and you saying it's becoming an excuse. I'm not disrespecting nobody's struggle, but I'll be damned if I don't hear it thrown around just as much as it's real. I got to give y'all
Look,
that.
we've all had our
Seriously.
struggles.
Yes, I
You
got
know,
to agree with that.
I don't believe
Yep.
anybody has not struggled in life, with the exception of the poor rich Kardashian kids. But
No, wrong.
But-
they
as
You know-
Chris said,
you know what?
I've
gonna-
struggled
can
with
can I
depression.
cut you off on
Yeah,
that?
go ahead, real quick.
Hold that question.
I'm gonna
on.
cut you off on that. You know, I know it's funny and it's easy for us to judge people like the Kardashians. But I'm gonna let you know that I actually feel like people like the Kardashians. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they have it worse than we do. Problems.
We didn't hear
And
you.
the
Your mic cut
problems
off. I
that
didn't
they
hear you.
have-
You're cutting in and out.
Oh, I said more money brings more
Yes.
problems.
Yes, but
And the reason why I say that is they have a problem, and their problem is in order for them to stay relevant, they have to keep up. How many millionaires, how many billionaires have gone broke? They quote unquote have to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought a new
No, I
Ferrari.
totally
We have to
understand
buy a
that,
new
but-
Ferrari. Oh,
but-
they got a yacht, so now we have to get a yacht. Well, we have to be famous too.
But
so now we have to.
that's
Oh, they
something
did a
you're
party.
literally
Okay, now
putting
we
on
have to do a
yourself.
party.
I mean,
That's a
if you're
huge-
not
yeah,
happy,
but-
if you're, I mean, once again, if I had Kardashian money, you wouldn't fucking see my ass no more. I mean, I'd show up for the show.
Well,
I
the
wouldn't
thing
do
is,
fuck
what
all
is-
else. I'd
what
have the
built
biggest fucking
Kardashian
TV
money?
you can see.
But
I
you know, like I
but
said,
that's the thing
here's the
is
thing.
what built Kardashian money. What built Kardashian money was keeping up with the Joneses. That's where that money comes from.
Well,
But-
Dad
but
was
here's the
there
thing.
too.
They did.
Here-
They look. They did not roll up their sleeves like the
Hell
new
no,
Gucci
Dad
movie
did.
coming out and kill people. They did not work hard for their money. They
No.
they sold themselves. They sold themselves. And
No,
they kept
as
up
somebody
with the
that's tried to
Joneses,
be
and that's
an
where their money
influencer, I
come
had a
from.
YouTube channel for a while. It's not easy. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but they had money before they started.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
had
a lot
money.
easier for
Well,
them.
you know,
like even with
but-
this show, like for instance, Chris was telling me the other day that he posted an episode, and by the time he went to post the next episode, we already had 25 listens. And it blew our mind. Now 25 is not shit. When it comes
25
to
is not a
Kardashian.
lot.
It's not a lot.
But it's
But
progress.
if
for
you look at-
us,
it's progress.
that's crazy.
That's a big number.
So,
But
so
if you look
know,
at somebody
like
like
I
the
said,
Kardashians, they post a picture and in under 2 minutes got a million views.
so
Publicity.
like, all right, well, I'm just in that mood right now. So, you know,
It's
Mark
like I said,
Well,
the mental illness, especially for men, has always been a stigma. You don't
Yes.
talk about it. You know, Tony's of that age, Jeff, you're of that age, I'm at that age, Mike is of that age.
Yeah, who do you call
We
when
are-
you're depressed? Nobody. You're a man. Get over
Nobody.
it.
You go
Yeah.
take a nap
We are-
and go back to work.
We were
That's right.
brought up and we were raised to be strong. We were raised to be protectors.
And keep
we were,
fighting.
We were raised to be providers.
And bottle that shit up
So-
until you blow up.
Yes.
Yep. And when you blow up, you do it on your own. or you
Yep.
take it out on. Like I
Go
said,
down
I'm
that
not a
whole
good
road.
person. I'm not a good person. I've done horrible things. You know, and now it's
Congratulations.
trendy. And now it's trendy. And people are like, and I've seen the TikTok videos. How the videos where it's like how. When was your first suicide attempt? Well, mine was 16. And had I not been the
Mine was
fat ass that
14.
I was, I probably would have succeeded, and the branch wouldn't have broken. I went out in the middle of the woods, and I
Yep.
was gonna end it, and the fucking branch broke. The second time was a goddamn. I was 23 years old, and for the first time ever, the gun jammed. It ain't never jammed ever, in the hundreds of times I shot it, and the fucking gun jammed.
That's what happened to me at 14.
The third time, the
Gun
third
jam.
time, the third time was 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and I threw up. I was drinking heavily, and I took a bottle of pills, and I threw the fuck up. So three fucking times, and as at the third time, as I sat on that bathroom floor, I was like, "What the fuck do you
Take it
want me
easy,
around for?
kiddos.
Like, what the hell am I here for?
What am I
You know,
doing?
I, you
Yeah.
know." So yeah, but I can't come out and say those things. Well, I guess I kind of just did,
You just
but I can't
did.
come out and say those things because it's so oversaturated in this world that we live in.
Right now,
You
it's
know,
not.
I
Right now,
yeah.
it
Go
isn't
ahead.
because mental illness is really a big issue on the globe since this quote unquote illness rating situation started, if you
no, no,
will.
no, no, no. That's not what I'm saying at
No,
all,
no, I know that's
Leggy.
not what you're saying,
That's
but
not what
let me,
I'm saying at
and what I
all.
want to
No, he's
elaborate
done.
is with Helen that she was
Everything
like, what
happens
she
for a
said
reason,
earlier,
100%.
hang on.
No, I know it
So
doesn't
are you
make any
saying he
sense.
wasn't depressed
No,
even though he killed himself? That's not what I'm saying. I think a lot of his
no.
depression
No,
might have came from
that's
what
why
he
I'm
was already going
backtracking,
through. Yeah, no, well, you're not
and I'm being
backtrackers,
real.
you're correct. I don't know why he killed himself. He just blew up.
Nobody
Maybe that
knows,
was his
or
Yeah,
last.
if,
nobody
Maybe
knows.
that
or
was his
actually,
last
or
stretch.
actually, if he killed himself, because a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean
people say that
there's a
Courtney killed
theory
himself.
that Courtney killed him. So
Yeah.
The thing is, he had demons before he became famous.
right.
Even though he had the money and the fame, did that take care of his demons? I
Hell
will
no.
Now,
always use the most classic example that people cannot stand when it comes to having everything in the world and still not being happy with yourself. That motherfucking Bruce Jenner fucked my head up. I ain't never seen a man who was an Olympic decathlete who had everything and still wasn't happy with himself and decided to become a woman at 60. That shit fucks my head up.
Yep.
So if he brought
No,
awareness to mental illness, I will give him that. If he brought awareness to being rich ain't everything, I will give him that. If he brought
no,
awareness to the fact that just cause you where you want to be in life still doesn't mean you're happy within yourself,
Okay.
I will give him that. But he just fucks my head up, turning into a woman. I'm sorry.
no. Like absolutely, absolutely,
No,
absolutely. And like I
I
said,
agree.
I had to backtrack it. I was being a host, and now
well,
I'm
that's
being real.
well, that's
And
why
and I and,
I
and
know
I conceded to my demons three fucking
No,
times,
Benny, I
and three
completely
fucking
100%
times
agree. Money
they
doesn't
didn't get
give
the
you
best of me.
happiness,
Yeah, you
but
survived.
but that's what I wanted.
the hardest
But I
thing
wanted to
in most
know.
people's life when it comes to suicide, in my opinion, this is my opinion, but
Yes.
uh, one of the recent times, way before we did the show, was when my wife and I were together. When we first started out, we didn't have two pennies to rub together, and if I could afford it, I probably would have been done. I couldn't afford to buy anything to kill
You couldn't
myself
afford
with.
to be a provider for your family. That'll kill you.
Yeah, yep,
I understand that.
exactly. Because
So you made it
we
here.
were
Fuck it.
literally broke. We moved apartments every month because and because we weren't able to pay, so we got somebody else to loan us out an apartment for the next month, and we moved around 6 apartments in 6 months.
That would have made me
And
snap.
and on top of that, I'm in a foreign country where I don't speak the language, and not everybody's willing to give me a job.
Exactly. Just like
But
here.
let
Just
me
like here.
But
let
I'm
me
not going to
let
leave
me
my wife and newborn
yeah.
son.
Let me jump on what Leggy's getting on me. Let me jump on what she said.
Yep.
Yes, I am a coward. I was a coward,
Yes.
and
Oh
I tried
no.
to take the easy
Fully
way
agree.
out.
I
I will never, I
I
will
admit
never,
that
I will
myself.
never, I will never step away from that. If you commit suicide, you are a coward, and I was a coward. I was done. I was tired of fighting. I'm 40 years old.
Why
I
does that
don't
make
have
you a
that.
coward?
Even now.
Oh, he's
Now I don't
commenting on
have
the
that.
fact that earlier on he said that was the
Yeah,
coward's way out.
Right,
it's
and
the
I
coward's
understand
way
that,
out.
but I want to kill that terminology. It's not the coward's way out. That is, you
It's
are
when
done
you-
with
No,
this.
it's not-
but
you
he's
don't-
revived it.
Yes, I understand.
Revised
I
it
understand.
since.
No, I agree.
But
It's
I've
not
heard
the
that more
coward's
than
way
once
out.
from people. I've heard that
It's
more
not the
than once from
coward's
people.
way out. It is. It is when you reach a point
Yes,
where you have fought so much
you're exhausted.
and you have no fight left.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why I disagree with it, because some people fight before they do that. Most people
Yeah.
fight before they do that. Most people see opportunities. They're not always gifted. Now, the ones who are
Yeah.
gifted and can't take a struggle, I kind of understand it, but I still try not to disrespect.
Yeah, the
If
ones.
you've
The
gone through a
ones.
bunch of struggles and you've gone through a bunch
Yeah.
of fights, you finally fed up. I can fully understand that, but that's when you need help.
Yep.
I've literally fought my entire life.
No,
And
in all
sometimes,
honesty,
and,
You're tired
and
of
now,
fighting.
and I can honestly
One
say
thing-
right now, in the here and now, in the present, after the last time, no, I learned a lesson. I'm a fucking fighter. I'm a goddamn champ. You want to come at me sideways? It doesn't matter if you're mental, if you're physical, if you're whatever you want to be. No, I'm here for a fucking reason. I don't know
We
what
all
that
are.
reason is.
We all are, period.
But everything happens
That's
for a
it.
reason.
And I've got told that from people who have been through some shit. And I'm talking about women that went through the worst shit that a man can do to them.
yeah.
Sometimes even to a woman can do to them.
He does, and I will stand by that. He did.
Yes.
He became famous, and he became popular because he wallowed in his own self pity. It's just like the same stupid ass whores on TikTok, and I'll stand beside this, who will do a video, will do hundreds of videos, dressed in next to nothing, and then want to jump on a man's and promote their OnlyFans and this, that, and the only thing, and then will jump all over a man's shit and make a video trying to make a man look like a dirtbag because he was like, "Hey, what's up, sexy? How do I got to get with you?" Yeah, it's the same fucking
That's
thing.
what you threw out there.
There's a
And I have to
difference.
say that.
There's
Yeah,
a
we
huge
understand.
difference. You can live in that world and you can make that world and try to make yourself something out of that world, and that's all people want from you.
Mike, you want to say
Or
something, bro?
you
I see
can
you over there.
can be in that world, or you can try to be better than that world, which is where I'm here. I'm here. Mike's
Yeah, I
here.
agree.
Jeff's here. Tony's here. We've all been through it. We've been through the struggle, but we want to be better.
Of course. What you got to say, Mike?
This podcast is my baby. This show is my baby.
You got the music. This motherfucker.
This is me bettering myself. This is Michael bettering
Well,
himself.
that-
This is
that's-
Jeffrey
that's
bettering
something-
himself.
that's
This is
something Chris
Anthony
and I,
bettering
when we-
himself.
After that first episode, we got done with the first episode of this show. And it was a shit episode. If you re-listen to episode 1, it was shit. Because we're constantly talking over each other. But we got done and we both felt. We literally called each other after the episode and talked for another hour about how good it felt
Yes,
to do something that we felt worth a damn.
of course.
And,
Absolutely.
and it's a bit cliche, but the reason I'm not as depressed as I used to be is because of my wife. She has pulled me out of it
Bro,
more times
that's why
than I can
you
ever
get
say.
married to the right fucking woman.
Exactly.
And I will respect that. I don't give a
That's
fuck how
why-
much shit we
that's
talk
why
up here. I'm
my
going to respect
wife,
that shit about you and
She is
your
my
happiness.
ride or die.
Yeah. And if you went through that struggle right there, where you
and
going?
I will walk through fire for that woman
You goddamn
because of
right.
it.
You goddamn right. What you got, Mike?
Sorry, Michael. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. It's
Well, say what you got to
funny
say,
because
Godfather.
Spit it out.
Jesus
I
Christ.
had a few. If you would shut the fuck up, I would talk.
Well, 45
All right.
minute pause between
You wanna-
words.
You know what? You know what? God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means you should listen twice as much as you talk. You bastard.
But you talk for 12 hours.
Moving on.
Go ahead.
Moving on. That's just something that my dad always told me growing up.
No, that's a true statement, though. I say that a lot.
All right. Well, there's 2 things, but one, the suicide thing, it's a personal thing because my 12-year-old has told me that she has suicidal thoughts, and she's going through a lot. She is going through a lot. And I'm doing my best to be there for her, that I'm allowed to do. and now I
It's been
can't
my
see
new
her
mission.
every day.
Right?
And now I can't see her every day. So I will
Scared
say this, and
shitless.
I know where I'm at.
You're
It's
scared
absolutely
shitless. I
terrifying.
got you on that. Yeah.
Yes.
I know where I'm at, and I know what's being know what's being recorded. So I'm gonna say this: if anything happens to her because you have refused me to help her as a father should,
Give
I
her
will
a
go to jail
Colombian
for murder.
necktie.
I will go to jail for murder, and I will smile at the judge.
Let me ask you something.
That being said,
Actually, go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
my new segment is what can I do to trigger Leggy?
Yeah. Leggy is
She does
seriously
not like me.
triggered.
She does not like me. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, Leggy. But no,
Mike,
it's
let me ask you something. I don't want to cut you off, good.
Your
Based on
opinion
what you
is
said,
Leggy.
does she call you? Does she talk to you?
no,
Not by
she's
aloud, but
completely
if she was able to, would she?
yes, you are.
Stockholm syndrome,
Don't lie
bro.
to me.
I feel you. Remember what I told you
Stockholm
remember
syndrome.
what I told you last week? No matter what,
Yeah.
stay on the ready.
I'm only playing with you, Leggy.
That is
Calm
your
down.
God, Leggy,
drive
Jesus, he triggered him
for the
again.
next
He
decade.
triggered again.
I was I was like,
My oldest boy upstairs, I wasn't around most of his life. But the
Typical.
celebration I carry on this day is sitting
Somebody
here,
went out for milk.
knowing when he was
Never
able to
came
get
back.
finished and get on his feet, he will come stay with me. That is your focus. No matter what she thinks, no matter what she feels. When she calls and she can't hear you, but you do call back, when she's able to get a phone and she keeps calling you, you fucking answer and you call back.
Bet that.
oh, every time.
Now,
Every time they
whatever
call.
syndrome
Sorry,
she's going
Chris and
through,
I
I
are
want
laughing
you,
about other things.
I know, but the thing you are worried
We're still
about,
listening. But
let me give you the future. Every day she looks forward to speaking to you, and every day you look forward to being ready. That is how you're going to make it.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
presence is killing you. I understand that. But if you don't remember shit the fuck else, the two of you are going through the same
No,
path,
you.
and it's going to coincide.
Oh,
She's
no,
trying to
no,
get to
you're
you,
allowed
and
Let
to
you're
me let
trying
me
to be
let
there.
me let me call a timeout real quick. A little timeout
All
real
right,
quick.
and I'm
Address
gonna just give
this.
I'm gonna just
Leggy,
give you that. Remember that.
yeah, Leggy, your opinion is welcome. This is not that. This is not
This is
that
not. We're not
world.
looking for yes people.
I'm legitimately only joking. The whole let's see how I trigger Leggy. 100% a joke.
Yes.
You can come in here and we actually appreciate that. In all honesty, it's all fun and games. It's 100% a joke. Everybody should be
And
allowed their opinion. Everybody
back
should
to
be
part
allowed their
two.
opinion, and that is the problem with the world we live in today.
Yes.
Because
And I,
everybody
that I
thinks
100% agree with. The
everybody
fact that
thinks they
if
can
you
have an
don't agree with
opinion.
my opinion, fuck you, is
Yeah,
bullshit.
everybody can have an opinion, but you can't disagree with their opinion.
Yes.
So no, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking around with you
Betty,
right now.
that is true. Opinions are like
My
assholes.
my
Everybody
in
has one.
fact
And
my
they all
part
stink
two
like shit.
my part two was is based off of
Tony, let her know that I'm just fucking with her. If she,
based off of Glick's original before he backtracked, but based off of his original comments about what he said about Nirvana and
no,
Kurt Cobain.
no, I'll be the first one to say yes. I am a coward.
But you
I am a
backtracked.
coward.
You actually spoke and referenced
I,
everything.
I
But what
was
I
being
told
I
you
was
was
being I was being a host, and I was
something.
trying to keep it,
Right.
but
He's trying to
no,
keep it light.
100%. I backtrack, and I'll be the first one to tell you, yes, I am a coward. 3 times,
What's up, my
three
lovely?
times I am a coward. But at the same time, and I can't speak, and I cannot speak for Kurt Cobain. I don't know what he went
I
through
don't know enough about it to say
personally,
anything. I ain't gonna lie.
but I
I
can
don't.
say what he did to make himself famous and what he continued to do to make himself relevant. Just because I see it every day with people. But yes, I'm a 3-time coward. But for some fucking reason, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still here with a microphone. You know, for the first time in my life, I met somebody. I'm with somebody who, when I'm with her, all that
Damn it, I thought
bullshit
you were
goes
talking
away.
about me, you fuck.
When I'm with her, all that bullshit goes away. All the stress, all the drama, all
Yep.
the the anxiety, the this, that, and the other thing, it goes
This
away
motherfucker here.
for the first time.
Now,
Yeah, for the first
look,
time, I can just breathe, and he didn't have that because I'm speaking what I've seen, audio, video, this and that. Kurt Cobain did not have that with Courtney Love because Courtney Love was feeding off of the
Fame.
where he was mentally.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
look at where she was. She was coming up
Yeah,
too.
and she was the same way.
She was coming up too.
So absolutely, Leggy, I appreciate your opinion. I love the back and forth you and I have, and I love the fact that you and I can you and I can totally 100% disagree. And Tony knows better than anybody on this app because Tony has seen me lose my shit on people. If I
I've
didn't
lost
appreciate
mine
it,
too.
or if I thought you were in the wrong in any way, shape, and or form, I'd let you know. Real quick, and I
She's
would really truly hurt your
she's
feelings.
in the music business for the most part.
Yeah.
She knows a lot about the musicians.
No,
and
that's
artists.
what I
don't know
said. I
shit.
said that
Yeah, I don't know
earlier.
shit. I don't know
I
shit
said that
about
earlier. I would love to have a conversation about music with Leggy because she's in the music, and I'm a music guy. I love music,
That'd be a great thing.
so
to
I
do
would
on
love,
the show.
I would
fucking
love,
awesome.
and Jeff knows because Jeff knows me. Jeff knows like, Leggy and I could have some fun conversations about music.
Mike, pick your head up. You're scaring the fuck out of me.
No. It hasn't become about him. He was a focal point, and then it turned into mental illness in general.
And Betty,
back to
go ahead, Mike.
back
Go
to
ahead.
what
I just don't
was
like
saying.
Nirvana, and I don't like grunge.
Back to what I said because Leggy said let Michael talk.
For
So
fuck's sake.
she's
For fuck's sake. LOL.
for fuck's sake.
Yes.
So
We
I
don't
don't
like
know
when
if
Mike
this.
talks.
I don't know if this one.
Because it sounds like Darth Vader and he hears us.
I don't know if it. I don't.
I'm sorry. I love you, Mike.
No, continue. I mean, whenever you're done, let me know.
He hasn't let you know in the
Just wait
past
till
2
everybody's
hours.
finished
You
class.
fucking talk. We been stopping your ass for 2 hours. Talk.
I got one more beer and I'm out of here.
All right. No, you know, I had a few close calls that I wanted. I had a few close calls that were oopsies. But I don't know if this helps you. This is what helped me was because I like Glick at 16. You know, I had an attempt. I had rope. You know, and unlike Glick, the shit would have stuck. Um,
I was just
so
too
while
fat.
it was around my neck, I just kept thinking about one thing that my dad always raised me with. One thing that my dad always raised me with, which was he pounded this in my head. Because at that point in time, I listened to Simon and Garfunkel, and you are a rock, or I am a rock was my song, and my dad would scream at me, saying, "Look, you are not a rock. You are not an island. The things that you do, the things that you say, the things that you are, will, can, will and can affect other people, and you have no idea the actions that you do, good or bad, and how that will affect people that you don't even know that they will affect." And I'm sitting there with a rope around my neck, going, if I go through with this, how
Who's
would
it
that
gonna affect?
who would it hurt? Who would it hurt? Who would it hurt?
Yes, I agree.
And when a little later in life,
Wicked. Damn.
the thought was they need me,
Damn right.
because if I'm not there, even if it is for 4 hours on Tuesday and Thursday and every other weekend, if I'm not there at all, there's nothing
Betty didn't include
stopping
him in it, Tony.
Yes, Leggy.
You have a future to
Betty,
build
Betty
if you
said.
don't remember nothing
Betty
else.
said. Betty said, Michael, Glick, and Jeff. I'm glad you guys are still here. Fuck Tony.
Fuck
She
Tony.
just met me. She don't know me. I got that. Mike, I want you to remember something.
No,
We
it's
No,
had
because
the
no,
we
gender
each
no,
told a
bill, like I
suicide
told you.
story, and
Right.
Tony didn't.
no.
You
Tony's
you've got a future
clearly
to
better than all
build,
of us.
no matter what.
He's stronger than all of us.
Everybody's here for a purpose. Betty said something
I
earlier.
live
Hold on, let me see what
I
she said.
live by the, and it was said earlier, I live by the everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Everything has for a reason, and half the time we will never know what the reason is. I'm gonna go very biblical on all of you.
Betty said Tony didn't, but I'm glad he's still here too.
Yeah, I know, right? Appreciate it. We just met. I understand.
I'm glad Tony's here too.
I read
He
the
keeps
Bible
us light.
within my own interpretation. When I read the book of Judges, one thing I noticed about everybody in that book of Judges, they all had a purpose to serve that God gave them, but they never knew what it was till that moment came. You was able to live your life the way you wanted to, but at this moment, God said, I need you to do this. You go do it, and you was fine. My biggest fear that I have as a Christian is missing out on what the fucking moment is and not doing what God wanted me to do. I will walk around this motherfucker blind, confused, arrogant, egotistical, ridiculous, reckless,
That
and
sounds like
all
my
that.
everyday
But you
life.
still have to live the specific purpose that God gave you. Mike, as a father, what we do as men is make sure our children grow and have a decent opportunity in life instead of winding up on the wrong side of the tracks. From me to you,
No, I don't want my. I
that
don't.
is
Yeah,
your
no, 100%.
motherfucking focus. If you are a parent up here, I'm talking to you. That is your motherfucking purpose. If we wrong, I'm gonna tell you right now. If we wrong, we'll go to hell in pride.
Yep.
Because I'm
I'm
not
already
gonna
going
bring
to hell.
anybody
So
here when we take life as a gift from God and leave them in some bullshit and be like, you know what, go ahead, good luck, take care of yourself. Fuck that.
yeah. No,
So
like I
the
said,
Yeah.
pain you feel
I
After
and the
actually
you
focus
become
you
a
have,
father, it's never about you anymore.
no, the focus that you have for your kids, I'm never
absolutely
going to
like
shit
it.
on, Mike. I'm
No,
never going to. And I'm
no,
going to
I
talk to
I
you
a
like this
100.
every week on purpose. When your kids
no.
get with you,
I,
you be ready. The biggest pain you're going to feel over what you got right now is not being there for
No,
your
like
kids.
I
That's going to
agree.
send you
I
over the
agree.
fucking edge.
People come into your
So
life.
you keep your fucking lip up.
Leggy said, do you feel that certain people come into your life? Hold on a
Yes.
second. Let me.
Yes.
For
Do
a
you
I
feel
reason.
that
100.
for a purpose, but eventually you find your way back to it? Absolutely. I'm right. I'm 100% right there right now, and I don't know if she's still awake or not.
Well, even even with
She's
even with
but
Chris's experience, and I'm gonna very daintily tap around this, but Chris's experience with, I'll just say it, the bitch. She was there for
it's
a
not
reason,
just
and
it's
it
not
was to
just but it's
teach
not
Chris
just
a lesson. Is teach Chris a lesson that better things are around the corner.
no, exactly. Well, and it's not just her. I mean, it's everything I've been
Oof.
through in life. You know, everything I've been through, and I, Jeff, I told you. I don't think I told Mike, but you know, I was doing a very good job
She said, "Oof."
most recently
No, exactly,
of
and that's what I said.
of
You still
of,
did you, but you did it
yeah,
right,
with the
and you
most
learned
recent,
one important fact that you cannot trust everybody, and it
yeah,
brought you to where? It
with
brought you
yeah,
to the girl you have now.
with most
And I have to
recent
say,
activities.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
You're going to love my oops too. Keep it up.
but and that's what
Leggy,
her and I. That is something
Leggy, I
that is
know
what
that.
her and I have both said. Her and I have
Yep.
both said, Mike. I don't mean to cut you off,
I'm going to love it
but
when you oof. Keep it up.
Yes, you gotta keep that up.
but here's the thing, like
That's going on a T-shirt.
in
Their T-shirt idea.
in
Oof.
oof, but in most recent scenarios, yeah, I was doing a very good job of telling people or telling women, I ain't looking for a relationship. I don't want to date you. I don't, you know, we can talk, we can do whatever. And then all of a sudden, a my dumb ass, thinking I'm funny, knowing damn well that my now girlfriend has heard this line a million times because she's a female cop. And all female
Yep.
cops hear the same dumb shit a million times.
Come arrest me.
I she posted a picture on Snapchat, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. I don't want to get in trouble again.
Don't say
But
it.
no, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble for it. But she posted a picture She was
I
in her
don't use them.
uniform on Snapchat,
I don't use them.
and I said I feel like I said I'm coming to Cincinnati and I'm going to commit every damn crime.
Yeah, she's
And
probably heard
and
that many times before.
yeah, right. And then we started, and then she snapped me back, and then we started talking, and having a little back and forth, and it was fun. And then I thought I crossed the line, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I crossed the line." And she's like, "No, you didn't. We was talking, we was having fun." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then we started talking more, and then we started video chatting and
Sent
everything
that
like
dick
that.
pic too
And like I
early.
said, like I said, you know, a couple weeks back, I went down there and I met her in person.
I'm sorry, I
My
have to say
handcuffs.
something. Every time I can get Tony D to lose his shit, I lose it. It's so funny to say
Yeah.
because his head kicks back like it's on a hinge. Just
Yep.
this motherfucker.
Yeah, no, exactly. So a couple weeks back, I went down there and I met her for the first time. First and foremost, the first feeling
That's
was
what
like, "Oh
sexting
my God, you're
happens.
real," and that was mutual. That was both ways. "Oh my God, you're real. You're a real person. You are the person I've been talking to." But the moment I had her in my arms for the first time, I was done. I was 100% done. And I know it's
You sound like a wuss. Come on.
Sexting.
I'll
No,
be a wuss.
If you
I'll be
happy,
a
it's
you
wuss.
damn
true.
right.
And,
It's
When
and
you're
you
true.
know
happy,
what?
you
And
damn right.
And she's
my
still
example's the
and
very same
I,
way. When I met my
yes.
wife, I
Second.
was literally fucking anything that would move when I
Yeah.
met my wife.
And I
And
legit
when I started going out with my wife, I was done with everybody else.
pass me the buck. And I legit and I told her from the moment her and I started talking, I started putting everybody. I put every and nothing. This is not an egotistical moment. I'm not going to be humble glick here. I wasn't talking to a lot, but I was talking to a couple, and I told them from the moment I started talking to her from Jump Street, it's done. I can't talk to you guys no more. I'm pulling the
I'm
e
busy.
brake. And the moment I had her in my arms was the moment that I knew that this is where I'm meant to be. And Thursday night, and maybe I'm sorry, but I have fallen so head over heels in love with this woman. I said what I said. Like before we was ever even
As
together,
as
or
the
like
as the
like
as the 3 hour conversation that we had last night, I 100% can confirm Chris is in
you know,
100%.
all I'm thinking about is our future together. And I've told her this is like all I think about is our future together. Going on vacations, doing this, doing that.
Jody, just
I mean,
remember, I had him first. So fuck
the fir- the first the when I went down there a couple weeks
you. I
ago,
got him
we
again.
we le- we legitimately just her and I, nobody around, nothing there. We slow danced in her bedroom together for like a half hour until the
Is that
music
right?
stopped playing.
That's not what
Last
happened.
night, Thursday night,
You big
we
shit talking
I
bitch.
came
Will
over
you
and I
hurry
met
the
up with her.
fuck
We
up? You
went to
talking
dinner,
more
No,
than
and
hey,
then
you
Slim
know
Mike
what?
does. Get
No,
to the
yeah.
fucking
no.
point.
No,
Here's
I'm just
here's
saying, like
the point
when
he's
you
trying to
know it's
make.
when
Does
you
this
know
co-
it's
does
Hold on,
this
real,
I
it's
course have
real.
a map?
Yes.
Does
no
this
no no no
course have
no.
a
Here's the
map
thing.
to it?
Here's
Because
the
I want to
thing.
get there.
Here, hold on. Wait. Let me confirm.
We
What I
slow
was gonna
dance.
say.
No,
No.
lady, we slow dance. We
Relax.
legitimately
You were
slow
fucking. Calm down.
dance,
Now
And
here's the thing.
dance.
and I'll slow
Here's the
dance with
thing.
her anytime.
Here's
Kitchen,
the thing.
bathroom,
Here's the thing.
bedroom,
I
living
I
room,
know
parking lot. It
exactly what
doesn't
Chris
matter.
is talking about. A, I've
Right,
known the
Betty.
dude 25 years. But when you meet that right one, and Michael, I'm talking to you. When you meet that right one, you fucking know instantly.
Yeah.
She,
Something clicks in
she
your
is.
brain. You're like, I'm home.
Hotel
I know you're
Transylvania.
still
It's called
listening.
a
I
zing.
know you're
It's
still
called a
listening,
zing.
The
and I hope you
zing.
don't
Thank
take
you
this the
very much.
wrong way.
Zing.
Nice pull.
I know you're still listening because you were commenting, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way. But she is my forever. She is my happy
There you
ending.
go.
No shit. She's a
Ride or
happy ending.
die, motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's some good shit. When they get happy
like
ending, that's some
legit.
good shit.
Like she told me early on. She told me if you ever get in a fight and you're outnumbered, I'm jumping. I got you.
She
Oh
does
yeah, y'all
carry a
gonna have
gun.
kids. Y'all
But
gonna have kids by next year.
no, we ain't gonna have no more kids.
Ew.
I don't think we're gonna have any more
Let
kids.
me tell you
But
something. Any
I
woman
got
that's
three.
willing to
She's
fight
got
with
two.
you, go and give her one.
Yeah, but
Jake
not
says
only
Boss
that,
Hog wants his hat
not
back.
fuck you, Jay. But not only
That's
that, but the
good.
fact that
I
I
like
can
that.
I can just be with her, and all the
There's
bullshit in my
something to be
head,
said.
all
There's
the
something to be said
anxiety,
about just being with somebody.
yeah, all
Even if
the
you're just both
anxiety
watching a
and all the
fucking movie or
bullshit in
just
my head and
sitting in
everything
a
like
bar.
that, it goes away, and I'm
Yep.
relaxed, and it, I don't know. I've never felt that before. Like I don't know that feeling.
You never been
So
comfortable and happy before. That's what it sounds like.
It's
no,
it's it's the weird for somebody like Chris and I both suffered from depression since from day one. And when you're with somebody that takes that depression away almost instantly, fuck, you just want to live in that moment
Yeah,
for
you
the
do.
rest of your life.
Oh, you're a Gemini. Holy shit.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble.
All right. If we can go back to the point that where we were at, not only do I believe that people come into your life, but sometimes those people will only come into your life for a specific time or part, and they're supposed to leave. It's when you hold on to them when they're not supposed to be held on to where you get into trouble.
This is
Some
true.
people, not all people,
This
but
is true.
some people are only designed to
As
be a
Morgan Freeman say,
temporary.
some birds are just too nice to be caged.
I like that.
There was a friend of mine. She was only supposed to be in my life for a few weeks, and she came into my life, and she helped me get through some shit, and then she was gone. You know, never met her, but she was someone to talk to for a few weeks, and then she was gone. Her purpose was done, and that's I believe that,
I was
you
gonna
know,
say
and
what's made. Sorry,
you
I was
know,
reading Wade's comments.
I believe that. Then there are the people that you just make a straight up mistake for, and then you pay for that the rest of your life, and that's what I'm doing now. I should
Isn't that
not have
horrible?
held on to beliefs that I was raised with, and should have went with my gut and saying no matter if you're pregnant or not, we're gonna we don't need to be married because of it. Um, now I have to pay for that the rest of my life. But moving on, there are some people that are
Yeah,
only
it's
designed to
Shawshank.
be in here. I met Glick. His purpose in my life, in meeting him, was it was the conversations that me and him had that started the divorce process for me.
They say, Chris, you're a
Um,
home record.
Way to go, Glick.
yeah,
Look at this
Fucked up
motherfucker
the
based
man.
on what you said,
Look
you
what you did to
asshole.
this man.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ. He's
Christ.
got a pipe and a hat on, and we trying to talk shit. The fuck did you
And he
do,
thinks
man?
no,
he's the
I
Godfather.
gotta, we've got to end this show.
He's ready to go to sleep so he can make his
and
drive tomorrow.
and then of course, you know, later on, when he was 70 episodes in, was when he decided to tell me he had a podcast. You
I
know,
told
you
you
did
from
the
Jump
talk.
Street, you bitch.
No, you did not, brother.
It's like the first
You
thing we
did
say
not.
to everybody. By the way, I do a podcast.
You did
Wait,
not
wait.
tell me. You were
Jay said,
well into your
Jay said you left your
podcast.
money for, you left a woman for Glick?
Damn.
No, I did not.
You do have
What
issues.
what he did. I didn't leave nobody for
Fuck
Glick.
you, Jay.
Trust me. Um, what he did was
Oof.
he what he
He hit me
did
with
through
an
his
oof.
conversations was he helped me realize that I was being abused,
Right.
and that a real man that is in a happy and loving marriage wouldn't be lying to his wife, telling him that he's working overtime just so he could go to a parking lot and cry for 3 hours because he was too scared to go home.
There are men like that. This is true.
And
I
So
was
that's
he's,
like,
and
he's literally
that's
saying he was that guy.
Yeah, I know.
and that's what Glick helped me realize, and he helped me realize that it's better to be alone than to be with someone, because I grew up with a mentality of a bad wife is better than no wife.
Yeah. Well, that goes
Oh,
back
that
to
answers some shit now.
that
That
goes back
answers a
to what
lot.
Ron White said: is you can't love anybody, or it's actually not Ron White. It's somebody
well,
else.
guys,
Well,
I
You
hate
can't
to
love
do
anybody
this to
till
you
you love
guys.
yourself. I've had a crush on me since I'm 13.
I hate to do this to this guys, to you guys, but we gotta end this fucking show.
Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Sorry
Yeah.
for the leaving earlier. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
That's
Mike,
all
you
right.
keep your motherfucking
No,
head
you're
up.
good,
I told
Tony.
you, man. You keep your
I,
motherfucking head up, man. I don't give a fuck. We do a lot of shit up here, but goddamn it, we're gonna keep you lifted. You scaring the fuck out of me.
I don't know why I'm scaring the fuck out of you.
Because I can see what's on
He's
your face. I
worried
know
for
that
you,
look. I
sir.
know that fucking look.
Yeah.
I know that
We've all
look.
had
No, like I said, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys
I think we
coming
should
in here.
do. I think we should do some group phone calls, maybe.
You don't need group phone calls. I hear
My
everything
phone's
That are
already.
off the
You
air.
remember what I told you. I want you
My
to remember
phone's
this right
always
here.
on. I've
This is your
called you.
kids. This is you. This is
You
where
learn
you're
how to
working at.
answer.
It gets closer and closer every day. That's your fucking job right now. That's what's gonna keep your head up. All right.
He looks like a Jewish diamond dealer.
I wish.
No,
I wish
like
I
I
was
said,
a diamond dealer. I wish I was a
We
diamond
should
dealer.
have. Yeah, no, like I said, we
Not
should have ended
she's
this a long
dead.
time ago. I apologize. I went down the road tonight, so
Let
that's
me
on
tell you
me.
something. I always told people this show is man talk. That's what the fuck we do. And I hope your numbers grow every episode over this shit. We're gonna talk shit. We're gonna cover stuff. We're gonna do surveys. But goddamn it, we gotta talk. We gotta motherfucking talk. And that little
Yep.
son bitch right there is
No, you
he
good,
got
Cat.
my concern right now. I can't even pray hard. I gotta watch this
You're
motherfucker.
pointing the wrong direction.
Jay, we just gotta
Not
go
on my
punch him in
camera,
his
fuck
little
you.
uncircumcised Jewish dick.
That's the only problem. Each one of us have a different direction of playing.
Yeah, right.
Like this.
Go get you
That's a
some
haircut, bro.
but
Make that road
That's a
trip.
great. It's a great haircut. I mean,
Make that
and
road trip.
unlike
You be safe. Mike, you
unlike
keep your
Lick,
fucking
I
head.
do
No, put your
wear
hat
better.
back.
Fucking
Put
say
your
it,
hat back.
single white female.
I do wear it better. Did you, I will, right before we end this, did you notice that I put on the hat and then he had a one up? All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, I went up to you because I'm better than you, bitch. Remember that. You want to be me. Wednesday night, Mike's going to show up with a fucking cowboy hat. I guarantee it.
I got
For
one
the
But,
record,
no.
I won't.
I can't afford one, bitch.
I'm gonna get a picture of Tony in a cowboy hat. When Tony and I get to hang out in person,
I
I'm
might
gonna be like,
wear one.
Tony,
I
what's
might
up?
wear one.
Bloop.
I might wear one. I might wear one.
I'm gonna put a cowboy hat on. I got
If
you.
I ever buy a cowboy
got you
hat,
good, Tony.
it's gonna be a
But no,
black
I know, we're
motherfucking
gonna-
one, not no gay ass,
I got a black.
fucking Florida Georgia line, white ass fucking cowboy hat.
Hey,
It's gonna
don't
be a
hate on
black
don't hate
real
on
one.
Florida Georgia line. I like
Okay,
that.
first of all, you goofy bastard, shut up. Second of all, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for listening to the show tonight. Got a little serious at the end. It is what it is.
I said
Jeff,
what I said.
Tony, Mike, I love you guys. This is what we do. This
I
is
love
why.
you too
This is what
sometimes.
makes us great. This
love you
is
too
this is
sometimes.
you know the thing is it is what it is. We talk about anything and everything, and at the end of the day, these three gentlemen that come in here every week with me, these are my brothers. You know, if you don't like them, fuck you.
We
If you
fight.
don't like me,
We fight.
fuck you twice.
You got 3 different sizes. We fight. Fuck it.
Yep.
I'm my
One of
own
us will pick
size.
Jeff up. One of us will pick Jeff up and beat you with Jeff.
I am.
Whatever. I'm the one starting the fight because I got three
If
giant
this
fuckers
was a
behind me.
Bugs fight, Jeff would be the
I'm gonna
second
go.
guy.
Do something. Do something. You see these three motherfuckers?
I wish a motherfucker would
Jeff.
Jeff is standing on the bar. Jeff is standing on the bar grabbing a microphone and like, I wish a motherfucker would. I swear to God, I wish a motherfucker
Start all the
would.
damn
Meanwhile,
fights
Tony
and we're
Tony
in.
and I are
Like,
just like,
damn
all
it,
we want
Jeff,
to do
shut
is
the
drink our
fuck
beer.
up.
If I don't finish my beer,
Boys,
somebody's
get
getting their ass whipped.
Yeah, right?
Throw it to
I'm
short
over here
motherfucker.
like, be nice. Be nice. And Jeff's like, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Be nice, Jeff.
Swatting motherfuckers like I'm fucking King Kong. There's an airplane flying around.
I'm gonna be dead on the microphone. I'm like this. I'm only gonna say this once. If I don't finish my beer, somebody's getting their ass whipped.
None of that.
Spill his beer. I dare you.
Oh, time out. Let me finish my beer.
Go to bed.
But
You
no.
gotta drive. You gotta make a ride tomorrow.
I do gotta make a ride tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out yet again for another episode of this crazy ass podcast. If you guys aren't already, make sure you give us a follow on social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, if you don't already have it, download the Habs app. Join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night right here. We're doing our thing. We're having fun. We're laughing. We're busting each other's balls.
Jay, you a
Sometimes we
weird
get a little
motherfucker.
serious.
Weird dude.
all that jazz. And you can get every single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts, whatever it is. So go give us a follow, go give us a like, go give us a share. If you want to get into the Chatters Box list, feel free to email us, or if you just want to email us and tell everybody that I am actually amazing and that anybody who says otherwise is a raging jackass.
I got written proof that says Chris sucks.
And shut up. Erwin is going to get punched in his fucking vagina, first of all.
Because he does.
But we appreciate y'all listening. Jeff, Tony, Mike, I'll say it again. I don't care what anybody thinks, but I love you guys.
Good, y'all good with me, man.
Judge me as you will.
You
We will
guys
see
wanna
you
fight me, I
guys.
got love for it. Fuck it.
Yeah. You know I'm going to fight with you. I'm going to fight with you. I'm going to fight for you.
I'll let you know. Stay out of trouble until I call you. By the time I call you, we gonna pay for this shit.
Yeah, you call me, you know it's on. The moment I get a phone call the moment I get a phone call from any one of you gentlemen or you guys get a phone call from me, you know it's on. But until we see you next time on Monday, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Jeff, Tony, and Mike, thank you guys for spending time with me on another Saturday night when there's probably a million other things you could be doing.
There ain't nothing we supposed to be doing but getting some sleep before tomorrow because the Super Bowl's tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Go Bengals.
That's what we're supposed to do.
You guys gonna have to let me know who wins. I'm not watching.
Yeah,
but
I don't watch sports.
You're going to have to let me know who wins, too. I just don't give a
We're gonna end this the only way we know how with our guys from Blacktop Mojo. If you're not already, go check them out.
Just blew Tony's
go give
mind.
them a listen. Go give them a follow. Let them know that
Fucking white
Tony's
people.
Tony's like, I am too black for this.
I got it!
Blacktop
I
Mojo
finally
bullshit."
got it to say it! Finally! 4 episodes!
I've been holding that shit
I
in.
said
Hang out with
fucking white
these
people.
white ass.
That's going on a shirt with him. Just
That's
picture him going,
I picture Tony with a bubble that says fucking white people.
With this face right here.
Nonsensical nonsense. These fucking white people.
I don't have no black jokes for 2 weeks. Fuck y'all.
The Super Bowl to fucking get Tony to do it.
Yeah, right?
Finally.
Where is it at? Where is
That
it
is
at?
my
I should
goal
have
for
ended the
next,
show.
like,
up.
15 episodes.
I
to
think
get
we
to
can
do it
make
again.
money off of me doing this shit live.
To me, is being okay with walking.
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be
like a
our new
whole
thing,
show.
like that.
It's gonna be like this
Emotional
whole
damage.
picture.
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
fucking
have to-
white people.
Emotional damage.
I'm gonna, yeah. I'm gonna go off with. I'm gonna make a picture, and it's gonna be Glick with a 30-gallon hat, one up at me with my little fedora, and then I'm gonna be talking about something, and I'm gonna be talking about who the fuck is Chris Daltrey. Jeff is gonna be going, I like M&M's, and
I can, you know what?
you don't know what fucking music is, and then there's Tony D going, fuck white people.
You know what? You know what's fucked up? I can wear this cowboy hat. I can wear this cowboy hat, and I can go into any motherfucking live, and I'll talk rap with anybody, and I'll fuck everybody's world up.
You will fuck with it. You would. You really
I will fucking rock some motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
But anyways, appreciate y'all listening. A little Blacktop Mojo for you guys. If you're not already, give them a follow, give them a listen, let them know that Nonsensical Nonsense sent you.
She likes the mood, she likes the she likes the she dances naked on the trees until her eyes she's passing through the wind and she communes with the dead. She throws the bones into the fire and in darkness she stands. Waiting
sir. Can I help you?
Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself?
No, this is a Speedy Mart.
Sir, this is a Speedy Mart.
What
We
the
have
fuck?
hot dogs 2 for $1. I just put them on the roller yesterday. They're pretty good.
No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with.
I've got some sharp cheddar combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese baby.
All right. Well, let me just take one of these lighters, and I'm gonna borrow your bug spray, and can I borrow your bathroom key as well?
Yeah, bathroom key. All right.
I did nail it, though.
I got your bathroom key right there. Make sure you bring that back. And that'll be 1362. And I'm going to have exact change, sir. We're in a coin shortage at the moment.
What the flying F is that?
My
What
Zippo
state
didn't
are they
cost that
in?
much.
New York?
Whatever, man.
My
Okay.
Zippo didn't cost that much.
There's that. No, I'm sorry.
Here she comes. We need the video.
Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth, give me all of us. Make me a god like you.
Oh shit, Chuck!
Oh shit, Chuck!
Oh shit, Chuck!
Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth, give me all of us. Make me a god like you. Make me a god like
Deuces!
I got an outro. Can I do my outro real quick?
Go for it, please.
I'm waiting for Michael to hit his so Tony can hit his.
Mike's supposed to go first.
Fucking he's over there playing with his fucking fedora like it's a
Let's start
fucking
it
dick.
Deuces!
Advertising on YouTube helps me reach engaged customers like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers on Google.
Mike, if you don't do
very
your
helpful.
goddamn outro.
Oh,
Alright, fuck.
Deuces!
one more time. Peace out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Are y'all ready? Is it my
Your
turn?
outro. Fuck it.
Go ahead.
It's
hit
my
it.
turn.
Hit him with them. Jesus.
DJ boys together. This has been Joe Mother Productions. Always imparting, always remembered. Mother had you, mother fed you, and mother fucked you. We
I don't want a video. I want you to say it, Tony.
I'm done, goddammit.
Say it, Tony. Don't play a video. Say it.
Mother had you, mother fed you, mother fuck you.
It is.
Goddamn right. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
And that's only if you don't like us. If you like us, see us next week.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I'm just getting warm up here.
We'll see y'all
I'm warming
Monday.
now. I'm just getting warm.
Monday.
Monday.
We will see you guys Monday.
Peace,
We'll see
y'all.
you live right here on Haps. Tony D and myself, maybe Mike, maybe Jeff. We don't know.
Both of y'all.
Thank you guys
come
for
on.
listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Love y'all. We are out of here.
Sirs.
Peace.